Prescott Badger football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Olson's for Healthy Animals, where good enough just isn't. Arizona Seamless Gutters, quality people, products, and service you can trust. Blind Brothers Arizona, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. Prescott True Value, locally owned and operated since 1982. So much more than a hardware store. Prescott Badger football is also brought to you by the Prescott Unified School District, the Badgers' biggest fans, every child, every day. The City of Prescott, offering beautiful lakes, hiking trails, and recreational parks. We're everyone's hometown. And the Yavapai County Food Bank, making a difference in Yavapai County since 1992. Now, for the call of tonight's game, here's KYCA's John Rust.
Prescott didn't have to wait long for a huge challenge. The Badgers are in Phoenix tonight to take on Thunderbird, one of the favorites to win the state championship in the 4A conference. Both these teams are coming off blowout wins last week. Tonight, however, should be a much closer affair. Will Prescott get the upset, or will T-Bird keep on rolling? We'll find out soon. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Thunderbird High School in Phoenix. John Rust with you here as we get you set for tonight's game between Prescott and Thunderbird. And Coach, kind of like what I said here, Thunderbird, or Prescott, I should say, this looks like it is going to be their biggest test of the season so far, and we're only in week 2.
That's okay. You always want to start out with some good, tough tests in the beginning of the year. It kind of sets the pace for where you are, where you need to go, and it wakes the boys up. So a challenge is always good early in the season.
Yeah, and of course, Thunderbird, they're coming off a 34-0 victory over Moon Valley last week in their season opener. In fact, kind of funny because in last year's season opener between Thunderbird and Moon Valley, Thunderbird beat the Rockets by the identical score, 34-0. And a lot of the guys who were on that team last year, they're back this year and they're looking better than ever.
Yeah, they are. They got that experience from last year. You know, they went into playoffs. Won that first round with against Bradshaw, 16-17, lost second round, but they're a competitive team and good athletes.
Yeah, and of course, probably a couple ones we are really going to have to keep an eye out on, especially on the defensive side, is Ryan Cavallami. Certainly one of their top defenders on Thunderbird. In fact, Cavallami last year in all West Valley region, first team selection, 82 tackles, 4.5 sacks for him for T-Bird last year, Coach. Like I said, this is a guy that has to concern Coach Cody Collette and the rest of the Badgers going into tonight's game.
Well, he's a big boy at 6'2", 205 on that end, and he had a great year last year. He got 3 tackles last year, a couple fumble recoveries in this last game against Moon Valley. He's definitely going to be someone to reckon with on that outside.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Prescott also has a guy on defense that Thunderbird is going to have to reckon with, and that is Cooper Cassoon. And what a game Cooper Cassoon had last week for Prescott, picking up not 1 but 2 fumble recoveries, and they came within the span of about a minute of each other. And Cooper Cassoon also last week, 6 tackles to go along with those 2 fumble recoveries.
Cooper's a very solid player out there, linebacker. He's a heads-up kid. He's got good vision of the field. Yeah, he had a good game last night, and he's going to be a workhorse tonight.
And the Prescott Badgers already coming out onto the field. We're still awaiting the arrival of Thunderbird. I'm sure they will be out soon. And Thunderbird coming off a really good season last year, 9-3. They made the Elite 8 of the state tournament. In fact, their round 1 victory last year came against Bradshaw Mountain, and what a tilt that was. Thunderbird eking out a 17-16 win over Bob Young and his Bears.
Yeah, that was that first round state last year. Then they went in and they lost to Arcadia, I guess. That was a tight game, too, like 28-31. But they also have a pretty good-sized lineman, Talon Flores, 6'2", 250 on the inside. He was all-region last year, West Valley, just like their big defensive end, Calavami. And so there's a couple big boys on the defensive line.
Yeah, we'll see how Prescott deals with them. Of course, Thunderbird, a lot of people are picking Thunderbird to win the state championship in the 4A conference. And, Cody Collette, I think, even has Thunderbird as one of his favorites because he says the coaching staff under Matt Nollett, who has been the head coach here since 2019, I know Coach Collette said they have done a very good job in building up this program. And, again, it shows 2 straight years they made the quarterfinals of state and now a favorite to win state this year.
Yeah, they're definitely a team to be reckoned with. They've got a lot of experience, and coaches have done a good job down here. Thunderbird still has freshman, JV, and varsity program, too. Very few in the state do. So it's a very popular program to keep football going.
All right, well, folks, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we will have a pregame interview with Prescott center Carter Cachette. He'll give us his thoughts on tonight's game. So let's take a 30-second break, and we will be back with more right after this.
Did you know that Prescott True Value has a new department with its own building? That's right, Last Chance Clearance Center is now open in the historic gas station adjacent to Prescott True Value. A one-of-a-kind bargain center with everything 50% to 90% off. That's right, everything is at least 50% off all the way to 90% off. Last Chance Clearance Center is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5. Stop in and check out all the amazing bargains right next door to Prescott True Value at 826 Miller Valley Road in Prescott.
I'm here with Prescott Center Carter Cachette. And Carter, well, tonight you got a huge challenge on your hands here. You guys are taking on Thunderbird, who are one of the favorites to win the state championship this year in 4A. So what do you think it's going to take to try to pull off the upset here against T-Bird?
I think we're going to have to come out hot. Like, we're going to have to use everyone 100% every single play. And I don't think anyone's going to stop us with Uriah behind the ball and, like, our fast guys like Johan. And I think we're going to come out great.
After last week's one-sided game with La Jolla, how much are you guys looking forward to facing a team the caliber of Thunderbird tonight?
I'm super excited. I can't wait to get out there. It's going to be super fun, and we're going to have a big challenge tonight, so we're going to have to get ready for that.
All right. Well, Carter, I want to thank you very much for joining us here on the pregame show, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And we are back here at Thunderbird High School. John Russ, Lou Benetton with you, calling the game tonight. And we want to thank Carter Cachette for being our pregame interview. We love to get a Prescott player every week and have him share with you his thoughts on the game. And speaking of players to be interviewed, coming up on the halftime show, we have Adam Lloyd as our senior spotlight. And our other halftime interview, it's going to be Marley Van Wormer of the new Prescott flag football team. So, Coach, now we got 2 kinds of football at Prescott, Bradshaw Mountain, and Mare, and a lot of other schools. In fact, when we were coming up here, we saw Thunderbird's flag football team practicing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's a nice little touch to have the school have some flag football. Gets more kids involved in athletics, and some of those kids may progress to tackle. Who knows?
Yeah, and well, everyone, what's the weather going to be like down here tonight for our football game? Come on. It's Phoenix. It's early September. It's hot. In fact, right now it is 106 degrees here in Phoenix, and it's not going to be cooling off by too much, even with the sun going down. In fact, by the time the final horn sounds, it'll probably be about 97 degrees, and boy, I forgot to bring a sweater with me.
Yes, I'll bet you did. And I'm sure those boys and all those little pads are about 120 degrees right now.
Oh boy, and you got to wonder how much the artificial turf there is going to make it even. Well,
it's always warmer.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be a little better now that the sun's down. But Coach, again, I can't even count how many games you coached with Prescott coming down here to Phoenix. So when it comes to hydration, what are some of the things that you do to make sure your guys are properly prepared to deal with the Phoenix heat?
Well, we remind the boys always hydration starts the day before, the night of, or the night before, all day long. You want to hydrate all day. I mean, and then, of course, before the game, too, and during the game. So hydration is very key, starting the day before the game and being very consistent through the day of the game.
And hopefully the Badgers have done that, and I'm sure they have under Coach Cody Collette. And, of course, you have trainer Trent James down there, and I'm sure Trent has been going around saying, make sure you're hydrating, make sure you're hydrating.
There's no doubt the trainer does that, and I'm sure the coaches have reminded the boys the same.
Yeah. And, well, and again, I mentioned the artificial turf. And, well, Coach, when you were coaching the Prescott Badgers, You played on natural grass down here at Thunderbird High School, but now they have a great-looking artificial turf field. In fact, I was talking to their athletic director, Lane Peterson, and shout out to Lane Peterson because he really gave us a great helping hand getting everything set up here for our broadcast tonight. And he said they put in this field, I think, about 4 or 5 years ago. And, again, they just did a really good job with it, Coach.
They sure did. Yeah, I think my first game down here was in 1974 with freshman football. And, yep, almost 100% of the fields back then we played were grass, natural fields. I enjoyed that, though, very much playing on the grass natural field. It was cooler, too, than this turf. Midday, this turf gets really hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, thankfully the sun is going down, so hopefully it'll be a little cooler. And actually the clock on the scoreboard has hit 0, and there is no sign of the Thunderbird football team.
So maybe we start with the flag.
Well, they might be coming in dramatic fashion. We don't think they're late getting here since this is their home turf. Yeah, not like last week with La Jolla where they, I think, got to the stadium around 7 o'clock. And, of course, kickoff is 7 o'clock. And I think we will have a 7 o'clock kickoff here tonight from Thunderbird High School in northern Phoenix.
Yeah, if you're heading north on a Friday, you leave by between 12 and 2:30 in the afternoon.
Well, while we're waiting for Thunderbird to get here, and in fact, I think I do see Thunderbird heading toward the field, but while we're waiting for them to get here, it is time for our song dedication for tonight's game, and the one I'm going with is Stay the Night by Chicago. Yes, I know it's really hot here in Phoenix tonight, but we hope you'll stay the night to watch what should be an exciting game. And by the way, I did a song by Chicago for my broadcast partner from last week, Kelly Cordes, since he went to see Chicago recently. In fact, he's sitting right next to us, and he's got a big smile on his face. I like Chicago too, Kelly, so. Well, now's the point we stand for our national anthem as the Thunderbird football team has entered the field. We apologize if you couldn't hear the national anthem. It sounded like the Thunderbird band was playing behind the home stands, and we could barely hear it. Again, folks, not our doing. But anyway, we are just a few minutes away from the start of tonight's game, Prescott versus Thunderbird. And again, this is definitely going to be a big test for Prescott, especially after coming off that 56-7 shellacking they gave to La Jolla last week. Seriously doubt it's going to be anything like this tonight as they take on a team favored to win the state championship in the 4A conference. Thunderbird, they will be in the full orange uniforms tonight. Prescott in the home white jerseys with blue. And Coach, when you're going up against a team the caliber of Thunderbird, what are some of the things you tell your team, you have your team do to get ready for an opponent like this?
Well, psychologically, you got to sit there together and realize this is a team game. You got to think of team. You got to think of your assignments. Got to think you're giving 100%, knowing all your assignments. So we really rehearse on all those three things with the kids there. But the big thing tonight is playing as a team, keeping each other up, and fight.
Yep, that's all you can do in a game like this. Of course, you got some other football going on tonight. Bradshaw Mountain, man, oh man, they got to make another long trip. Last week, they had to go out to Snowflake. Tonight, the Bears down in Tucson to take on Canyon Del Oro. Meanwhile, Chino Valley, lucky them, they get to stay home tonight. They're taking on Brigade Catholic. And Mare, they actually have to do a pretty decent-sized trip tonight. They're off to Mogollon, and, well, good luck to Mare, as last week they were forced to forfeit their game to Superior. And hopefully we will be able to bring you the scores of all those games tonight as we turn our focus here to the Prescott Thunderbird game, week 2 for both the Badgers and T-Bird.
Yeah, Bradshaw's got another tough game tonight. CDO's been coming up the last couple of years, so back-to-back long trips and tough teams.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Prescott will be kicking off to begin tonight's game. And you are listening to Badger Football here on the news, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, KYCA, Prescott, Arizona, USA, where our time is 7 o'clock. Thunderbird getting some last-minute instructions from their coach before they hit the field. Johan Gunderman will kick it away for Prescott. And boy, oh boy, Coach, what a game Gunderman had last week with his foot. 8 for 8 in his PATs.
He's a great kicker on all of them. Kickoff, extra points. He's got the talent there. He's got it down. Very key in any game. You want every point you can get.
Yeah. Well, it's that good soccer background that Johan Gunderman brings to his kicking game. Number 5, Darrell Little, and number 7, Elijah Little. They are back to return the kick. By the way, they're not brothers. They're actually cousins, as Gunderman puts this one in the end zone and caught by Elijah Little. So T-Bird going to start things off on their own 20-yard line.
That's one thing about Gunderman. He knows how to put it in that end zone and put him back on the 20.
And I believe it's going to be number 12, Andrew Cohill, in at quarterback tonight. Last week, they actually had Mr. Chips Robbie Pringle starting in the quarterback position.
Yeah, I saw that. I wrote down when the coach told me he won't be starting tonight. So it's going to be interesting.
So Cohill out on the field in the quarterback position. Had 3 carries in last week's game against Moon Valley. And there's the give to Elijah Little. He breaks one tackle, then gets thrown to the ground by, it looks like it was Cooper Kassoon, doing a good job, giving him a bear hug and throwing him. Oh.
Yeah, they got a loss, about half a yard. Yeah, that's good. Half yard to a yard loss.
Great pursuit there by Cooper Kassoon and the rest of the Badgers to deny Elijah Little positive yardage. 2nd and 11 now from the 19-yard line as Cohill and his cohorts talk things over. Coming out to the near side for T-Bird is number 2, Logan Camps. Under center, Andrew Cohill. Cohill, a 6-foot senior.
Got motion coming to the right.
And there's the give, goes up the middle. It's Elijah Little again. This time Little breaks through a couple of tackles and finally dropped. Looks like around the 25-yard line. It looks like Cooper Kassoon, one of the guys in on the tackle.
Hey, he picked up about 7 yards. It's going to be a third and about 3 yards.
So a good run there by Elijah Little, who last week rushed for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns for T-Bird. Darrell Little coming out to the near side for Thunderbird. Okay. Cohill under center.
Shotgun tailback.
And hell, we got flags flying just as the snap goes off. And then another flag comes flying in. So 5-yard penalty for Thunderbird. Then I saw another flag come flying in a couple seconds after the first couple.
Well,
So I'm wondering if maybe there could be a second foul here. And I think that might be what the officials are talking over.
They're conversing. Oh, might be against Prescott. No, let's see.
Well, again, it looked like it was offsides against Thunderbird.
I think they're just going to leave it at that.
False start against Thunderbird.
Yep. Now, wait a minute.
Nope. Personal foul against Prescott. Not sure exactly what that was about, but that's going to give T-Bird the first down.
Yeah, I didn't see anything out there. I didn't see.
Actually, our boss, Jason Zinzaletta, said what might have happened is one of the Badgers might have shoved another Thunderbird player.
That's one thing you don't do. You keep your head in the game like this. You don't give them opportunities. You had them 3rd and 3, and
now it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from the
1st and
32.
10.
So a lucky break there for Thunderbird. Cohill under center. Now Cohill keeps the ball, throws down the far side. And good coverage there by the Prescott defense. That was number 21 for the Badgers, Adam Lloyd.
The lefty, he rolled out left and made him well covered. That was good coverage out there. Adam Lloyd had him good coverage.
So
Yeah, they got a quarterback under. They keep a quarterback in shotgun. They do a tailback. It's interesting. Switching it up a little.
So 2nd and 10, actually from the 37-yard line. Ryan Cavalami going out to the near side for T-Bird. Cohill in the gun, now Cavalami in motion.
Okay, they motion into trips.
High snap, there's the throw. Oh, and a leaping catch made by Logan Camps. And Camps almost immediately brought down by the Prescott defense.
Great coverage on the defense. Great coverage. Boys came up. The linebackers came in. Corner came in. They had that covered very well.
Coach, I think they might have knocked Camps back for a loss.
Looks like he did. Looks like he lost about a yard. So it's 3rd and 11 about.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be at the 36-yard line. So we'll see if the Badgers can stop the Thunderbird football team here on 3rd down.
Okay, they got twins right. Shotgun wing.
Cohill hurls that one down the near side and missed by the intended receiver, Joseph Francis, and great coverage by the Badgers.
Tannett, good coverage on him.
Uriah Tannett helped out by Isaac Brazino.
Brazino was there.
And they were just all over Joseph Francis.
They had him covered very well.
9:20 left to go in the opening frame. 0-0 our score here in North Phoenix. And T-Bird going to punt it away. And there's a kick by Bradley Holland.
Good bounce.
Yeah, Tannett lets it bounce by him. And they're going to down this right around the Badger 19-yard line. And, oh, Coach, what a difference a week makes, because last week around this time, I think it was, about 28-0 in the game against La Jolla.
Yeah, La Jolla did a lot of fumbling, too, to give it right back to us. So, yeah, it's on the 14-yard line. It was a good punt. What are we doing now? What are we?
There was a foul, it seems.
I didn't see the call on the penalty.
I didn't even see any penalty flags.
There's a flag on the play.
Are they going to re-kick?
It's kind of illegal procedure, I think, on the offense. Yep, going to make them kick again.
Oh, okay.
It's one thing you don't want to have to do is kick again. So we're doing good. We're getting them backed up and putting him in a difficult situation.
Bradley Holland will have to do this again, and now you have Josiah Peoples standing between the 45 and 50-yard lines, and of course Peoples ran a punt back 60 yards for a score in last week's game against La Jolla.
He's got good speed. There we go. That's a good short punt.
Bounces at the 50, and Badgers is going to be content to let it roll, and
Wow.
it rolls right around the 45-yard line. And oh
Big
boy,
difference.
Coach.
Big difference.
Great field position for the Badgers here. And talk about a costly foul
That's
for
it.
Thunderbird.
Yeah, that makes difference in the game when you get stuff like this. Instead of starting on the 14, you're starting on the 45, just by an illegal procedure call.
Well, never underestimate the value of special teams, Coach.
No, you can't. They're a big part of your team. If they call it a third of the team, that's about right.
So the Badger offense out on the field, led by quarterback Uriah Tennett. Peoples in motion. Tennett keeps it himself. Under pressure, avoids the sack. Now a little lob throw. Oh, tried to get that one to number 20 of Prescott, Luke Mason. And I'll tell you what, Tennett, he had big number 62, Mason Fosu, bearing down on him, but Tennett able to avoid the tackle there.
That's a big boy, 6'2", 250, and trying to run him down. He got over there.
Well, that's where that speed of Tennett's really comes in handy. 2nd and 10 now for the Badgers.
Does it ever.
At their own 44.
Okay, we got trips right, shotgun wing right.
Tennett
Another pass.
rolling to the far side. Line drive throw intended for Gunderman, and the ball sails past Gunderman. Incomplete pass. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Badgers with 8:44 to go in the first quarter. 0-0 our score.
Surprised we came out with 2 passes, but we'll find out what's going on here. Setting up a good run.
So the Badgers talking things over here. They have the ball at their own 44.
Okay, we got Stacks trips left. Shotgun wing right.
And they're moving Gunderman out a little farther.
They're trying to isolate him one-on-one.
Peoples in motion. Here's the snap.
Got a twins, another pass play. There he is.
Tennett rolling, another pursuit, and Tennett throws the ball. Oh, what a catch by Gunderman. I thought Tennett was out of bounds.
I thought he was down.
But Tennett, probably just inches from going out of bounds, lets that ball go flying, and it flew right into the hands of Johan Gunderman.
It's a great catch and following through right out to the very end, making that play work.
And that'll put the ball at about the 35-yard line. About an 11, 12-yard pickup there.
That was a last-minute ditch.
21-yard pickup, actually.
Yeah.
And now we have flags come flying in. Timeout for Prescott. And again, that's just Uriah Tennett and Johan Gunderman really showing off their athleticism there, Coach.
It definitely was. Uriah ran that. He kept pursuing it, and last minute let it go. Saw him wide open, and Gunderman did a nice catch.
And you got to figure that Tennett is really giving fits right now to Fosu of Thunderbird, because Fosu, and again, like you said, Coach, a big guy going about 6'3", 250, 270 around there, and Tennett just really utilizing that speed, and Fosu just cannot catch up to Tennett.
No, I tell you what, your athletes make big plays like this, makes a big difference in your game. And again, good athletes made a good play.
Especially when you're going up a team like Thunderbird, as we mentioned before, one of the favorites to win the state title in the 4A conference.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line in T-Bird territory with 8:35 left to go here in the first quarter.
Here we go. Whoop.
Run by Lloyd, and Lloyd runs smack dab into a bunch of T-Bird players, including number 42, Ryan Cavallami.
Gained about a yard. Looked like he lost his footing a little, too.
2nd and 9 now for the Badgers. As ball now at the 34-yard line. Coming down to the final 8 minutes of play here in the first quarter, John Rust and Coach Lou Benetone with you here, calling the action.
Okay, Tennett's isolated single back.
Tenet
Passing again.
backpedals. Now Tenet avoids one sack. Now lets it go, and it flies out of bounds. And Josiah Peoples was in the same zip code as that ball, so no intentional grounding or anything like that for Tenet.
He saved that one, throwing it away. He was going to get sacked back there, avoided the sack.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Badgers. Again, ball at the 34 in Thunderbird territory. Very calm night wind-wise. There's barely a breeze down here in Phoenix.
Triangle trips right, motion left.
Cooper Kassoon on the near side.
Yep, another pass. Here we go.
Tenet flings that one down the middle, leaping, catch by Josiah Peoples!
Nice pass, nice catch.
Peoples under
He
double
went up
coverage.
and got it. He went up and he got it. Big play.
Well, we talked about Uriah Tenet's athleticism. Let's talk about the athleticism of Josiah Peoples. Under double coverage, had some nice hops there and was able to bring down the ball for a TD.
He went up, highest point, and got it just like you train a receiver to do. Nice throw by Tenet. Again, your athletes are making plays here. Key kids. Line's doing a good job protecting Tenet, too.
Johan Gunderman in for the PAT. He was perfect on them last week, going 8 for 8. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. And Gunderman remains perfect on the extra point attempts.
Yep.
7:39 left to go here in the first quarter, and Prescott strikes first. Our score is 7-0 Badgers. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back after this.
This is Steve Sischke with Olson's for Healthy Animals. Wander the Wild is the Highlands Center for Natural History's signature fundraising event. This year it will once again be a hybrid event with an online auction open to all from September 22nd to 28th and a live reception and auction on Sunday, September 29th from 2:30 to 5:30 on the beautiful grounds of the Windmill House in Chino Valley. All profits from the auction directly fund youth programs and scholarships to discover and explore our stunning Central Highlands. Go to highlandscenter.org for more info.
And we are back here at Thunderbird High School. John Rust and Hall of Fame coach Lou Benetone with you here calling the action. And boy, oh boy, did we have some action just now. 7-0 the score thanks to a great pass play. Uriah Tenet to Josiah Peoples. And what a catch Josiah made.
Yeah, Josiah and Gunderman and Tenet, they all made some big plays at that drive.
And Gunderman will kick this one away for Prescott. The Littles back to, line drive kick, and that one's going to roll out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
They're probably going to take it at the 35.
So now we'll see how Thunderbird responds to the Prescott touchdown as Andrew Cohill will come out and lead his troops. And Prescott defense did a pretty good job holding Thunderbird on their first drive, Coach.
They did. They did a great job. Thunderbird made a couple mistakes, and our defense held their own and didn't let them get away with any big plays.
Andrew Cohill in at quarterback tonight. Last year, Cohill an all-West Valley honorable mention for Thunderbird.
Yeah, we don't have much stats on him, but let's see how he does. He's up underneath. Tailback set.
Cohill running, throwing, and missing his intended receiver. That was number 42, Ryan Cavallami. And Cavallami, I'll tell you what, he had Adam Lloyd right on his 6 the whole way.
He did. It was well covered by our corners and our safeties. Tenet, everybody had their men covered really well.
By the way, Adam Lloyd will be our senior spotlight during halftime. And along with being a very good football player, Adam Lloyd also one of the top wrestlers at Prescott High School.
He did a good job those years you wrestled up there so far.
2nd and 10 for T-Bird from their own 35.
Again, quarterback's underneath, tailback.
There's the give to Little, and Little avoids one tackle, bounces off of another one, and now a swarm of Badgers take down Elijah Little. Well, some pretty good maneuvering there for Little for a while.
Yeah, he did. Picked up about a little over 7 yards. He made some good moves inside.
They're going to say it was about 8 yards on that play, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 now for Thunderbird. Yep. Elijah Little, a multi-sport athlete. He's also on the track and field team here at Thunderbird.
That's right where he's got his speed. Track does so much for your speed.
And there's a give. I think that might be Darrell Little who carried the ball. Actually, no, correction. That is Elijah Little.
Oh, they didn't make it. I think it's 4th down and about half a yard.
4th and
Not
inches.
even that. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks like Coach Nollett didn't have to think too much about that. 6:20 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0, Prescott on top. Thunderbird looking to keep this drive going. They just have to move the ball a few inches in order to do that as Darrell Little goes out to the near side.
I think they got a high formation. They went in motion, though. Interesting. Quarterback sneak. He got it.
Yeah, looks like the line gave Andrew Cohill the push he needed, and that's going to be a first down. And Thunderbird certainly does have a lot of big dudes on that line to give Cohill the push he needed.
They do. They got a good-sized line. They're experienced, too.
So 1st and 10 now. Ball at the 47-yard line. Still in Thunderbird territory. 5:54 to go in the first quarter.
Our linebackers are going to get a workout. That Little keeps coming in there. Brody Hanna, Lloyd, Para, Kassoon. But they're doing a good job so far.
Cavalami coming out to the near side for Thunderbird. 2 receivers out to the far side. Cohill from the gun. He's going to hand that one off to Elijah Little, and a Little unable to get any kind of forward progress.
Not getting anything outside. It's they're sealing him off, taking away the outside.
Brody Hanna coming in and laying the hat on Little, but I think we did have a flag on the play. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Can't see it.
Yeah, I think it's a hold against Thunderbird.
Yep.
Unfortunately, folks, because we're actually broadcasting from the visitors' bleachers tonight. The referee faces the home side, so his back is toward us. So sometimes it might be hard for us to try to see what hand signals he's given. But that is a hold, and that's going to set T-Bird back.
And we're just above ground level.
2nd and 11 now for T-Bird.
Okay, shotgun, tailback.
Cohill drops back.
Little slip
Short
screen.
pass. Oh, and a nice catch there by Joseph Francis. Francis vaults over one Badger, still on his feet, and now Francis bowls over a couple of Badgers, and Francis picks up the first down for Thunderbird.
It's a great slip screen. Receiver on the right came back, caught it, went right up the middle, found the seam, and picked up, 15 yards? All right, at least we didn't let him get a breakaway, so we stopped him again.
Well, a short catch.
Those are key.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, a short pass, but boy, oh boy, Joseph Francis really turning on both the jets and the strength there.
Yeah, he did. He laid the helmet when he met our linebackers.
So it'll be 2nd and about 5 now. There's a throw to the far side, and that's caught.
Nope.
And dropped by Logan Camps. So it's now going to be 3rd, and again, it looks like 4. Ball spotted in Badger territory at the 47-yard line.
3rd and 4.
And it looks like France is coming out of the game for Thunderbird. Camp's coming over the near side.
Quarterback underneath. They got an I formation.
And
Fullback,
a flag on the
tailback.
play. Coach, I'm wondering if this might be delay a game here. We'll have to wait and see.
Can't make mistakes like this, but that's as long as it's on them.
And
No.
well, apparently it's on the Badgers. Illegal procedure against Prescott.
1st down. I didn't see anybody move. I must have missed something. Yeah, so you don't give them that.
Well, that's the second time that Thunderbird has picked up a 1st down on a Badger penalty in this game. Couldn't do
Okay.
anything with it in the first drive. We'll see what they can do in the second drive
Quarterback
here.
underneath, I formation, falling the fullback.
Elijah Little with it, and Little shoving his way up toward the 30-yard line, close to a 1st down.
A 1 yard short pick. Nope. They're calling it 1st
Nope.
down. Picked up 10.
Well, a great run there by Elijah Little.
They did a fullback. It's like a blast. They led with the fullback, and he just followed. They're an I formation with a fullback and a tailback, and he just follows that fullback.
Well, the Badger defense did a good job
They're not letting any breakaways.
Yeah, they did a good job stopping Thunderbird on their first drive of the game. Here in the second, though, looks like Thunderbird has quickly adjusted to that Badger defense. Cohill throwing to the near side, and there's the catch by number 5 for Thunderbird, Darryl Little.
No, he dropped it.
Oh!
He had it and dropped it when he hit the ground.
Well, that was a lucky break there for the Badgers because Cohill was on target, and it looked like Little had a good grip on that ball, but I guess not too good a grip.
Yeah, when he went off, they ripped it from him or it hit the ground when he landed.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the Badger 32. The score still 7-0 Prescott. 3:31 to go in the first quarter.
Quarterback underneath. Here we go again with that I formation. Fullback with a tailback. Let him again.
It looks like Elijah Little able to duck under a couple of tackles, get past the 25-yard line before he's finally stopped. Trace Overton, one of the guys in on that tackle. And I think also Garrison Gray played a role there. Gray, by the way, wearing number 41 tonight instead of his usual number 5.
And we're feeling good. We're not letting them do any breakaways. They're going to have to earn everything they're doing, but they're following that fullback. He's getting some holes. That Little is making some great cuts.
Elijah Little, an all-West Valley region first-team selection last year. Cohill again to Little, and this time the Badgers might have stopped. No! Little breaks away from the tackles, goes up the middle, finds a nice gap, and that gap leads him into the end zone for the score.
Boy, he got hit. He bounced off of that, broke away, turned the speed on, and went in the end zone. That's a good running back. I mean, our guys hit him, just couldn't keep him.
And it's not like Little is a very big guy, no pun intended. Little goes 5'8", 165 pounds.
He's little with a powerful bang.
You got that right. Well, here comes the extra point attempt as Thunderbird seeks to tie this one up. Kick is up, and it is good by number 17, Calvin Shireman. 2:41 left to go here in the first quarter, and we are all tied up here in Phoenix. Thunderbird 7, Prescott 7, 30-second break, and we'll be back right after this.
This is Ann Wilson with Yavapai County Food Bank. No one should ever go to bed hungry, but with inflation on the rise, the need is greater than ever. Did you know that you can make a real impact and get an end-of-the-year tax credit for your generosity? $400 single and $800 married. Call 928-775-5255 today to donate to the Yavapai County Food Bank. Help us feed the hungry, support your community, and make a difference. That's 928-775-5255. Yavapai County Food Bank. Together, we can change lives.
John Rust back with you here at Thunderbird High School, joined tonight by newly minted Hall of Fame coach Lou Benetone, who was, of course, inducted into the Prescott High School Hall of Fame last week. And, Coach, congratulations on that honor, a very well-deserved honor for you.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I've enjoyed the 40-some years I coached in Prescott. Great kids, great families, great school system. So it's my honor, too, to be there.
And, of course, your coaching career in Prescott brought you down here to Thunderbird quite a few times, and not just for football.
No, here for baseball, basketball, it was all of them. I was here with Callie Cordes, too, during our varsity baseball program. Fun times, though. It was good teams.
Oh, yeah. Shireman about to kick this one away to Prescott. Peoples and Gunderman back to receive, but that ball is going to land in the end zone, and the Badgers will start this drive from their own 20-yard line.
Both teams have great kickoff boys. It's a good job putting them in those end zones.
Hey, folks, tonight's game is sponsored in part by Badger alum Steve Blair, owner of Blind Brothers Arizona, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. 7-7. We're all tied up here in the first quarter.
I think my first game was in 1974, coaching freshman football down here.
I think the school has changed a lot since then.
A lot.
Run goes up the middle, and it looks like the Thunderbird able to knock back the ball carrier. That's actually Cooper Cassoon carrying the ball.
Yeah, they told me Cooper may run some tonight. He picked up a yard, I think, 2 yards. One, okay.
Now they're going to say loss of one there to Cooper Cassoon.
I thought he gained some there. I thought that's a loss of one.
2nd and 11 from the 19 for Prescott. All wide receivers deployed as Tannett backpedals. Now running. Oh, and Tannett trips over his own 2 feet. Falls to the ground as he was being pursued by Ryan Cavallami.
You know, there are a lot of questions going on about this turf with injuries, too. I mean, you can get caught up pretty easy in that stuff. It looked like his foot got caught up more than anything. And he's one quick athlete, though, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. Well, Coach, sometimes it happens to the best of them.
It does. You're exactly right.
So it's going to be 3rd and 21 now for the Badgers. They're standing at their own 9-yard line. Tannett rolls to the near side, rolling, under pressure, throws, tries to get it over to number 41 of Prescott.
They had a good pursuit. Their defense pursues real well. Tannett's good scrambling, but it's a good thing he's fast because he can get rid of that ball, too. That could have been a deadly sack.
So 4th down now for the Badgers, and they'll be forced to punt this ball away.
We got some young linemen up there on the Badger offense, but I tell you what, they're working hard. I think Blake's is a sophomore, and is it Bo?
Yeah, they do. They do have quite a few underclassmen on that line.
They're big boys, but they're going to get some good experience here.
Gunderman ready to punt it away. Line drive punt chasing after it is number 5, Darrell Little. Picks up the ball at the 40-yard line. Now on the return, running down the sideline, and tripped up by Prescott. And I think that was number 10, Jacob Chamberlain, who got the big hit there on Darrell Little. And by the way, we actually met Darrell Little's father before the game. He's one of the assistant coaches there for Thunderbird. Helped us out with pronunciations, helped us out with the starting lineup. Also found out that there are quite a few other Littles on this team. And at Thunderbird, I think Coach Little said he has his son Darrell and 10 nephews.
Yep.
That's a lot of nephews.
Well, I tell you what, that's a big family. Wonder how many nieces there are.
Oh, boy. We didn't even get a chance to ask that.
No, we didn't. Shocked enough hearing 11 nephews. Uh-oh, another penalty.
So we had a penalty called against the Badgers. We didn't see what that was about.
Must have been a personal. They got another 15 yards tacked on.
And boy, oh boy, talk about great field position for T-Bird, as they're going to be 1st and 10 from the Badger 29-yard line. And I think that's going to be one of the things Coach Collette's going to talk to the Badgers about in the locker room, coaches. Got to watch those penalties, because it's starting to come back to bite the Badgers.
Yeah, that's 2 of them, 2 personals already in first quarter. You got to control that. That makes big plays for powerful teams.
Cahill under center. Gives the ball to the first man through.
No, it was a little counter. It was a counter play. That was good. Fake number 5. Gave it come back to that Little. Is that Little who got it?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
Actually, no, it wasn't. I don't think it was any of the Littles who got it.
It's a surprise.
Actually, it was number 20, Owen St. Clair, who carried the ball.
St. Clair's in there now. Okay. No, our defense stayed home. They didn't go with the flow. They stayed home, and the counter didn't work. Came back, and our guys had it filled.
Looks like it's going to be Camps and Darrell Little out to the near side for T-Bird.
And they got twins right.
Coming down to the final 30 seconds of play here in the first quarter. There's Elijah Little. Finds a nice gap. Shrugs off one tackle. And now we get another flag come flying in.
It's going to be an illegal block on offense. We'll find out.
Yeah. Tell you what, Coach, I think we've had more penalties in this first quarter than we did the entire game last week against La Jolla.
Yeah. It's going to move him back from the line. From the point of the play.
So now it's Thunderbird.
Second down and same.
Now it's Thunderbird who gets bit by the foul here. Time ticking down. We got 14 seconds left to go in the quarter.
They're going to let it go.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to say, let the clock wind down, and we'll pick it up in the second quarter. Yeah. So the clock is about to hit 0 here at Thunderbird High School, and after 1 quarter of play, we are tied. It is Prescott 7, Thunderbird 7. We will take a 30-second break here on our broadcast of Badger football, and we will be back right after this.
I'm Missy Townsend, Prescott High School Athletic Director. Prescott Unified School District is the place for you. We offer year-round opportunities for student athletes with our full lineup of fall, winter, and spring sports. Our certified and experienced coaches work with our student athletes to compete at the region and state levels. Whether it's in our intramural sports at Granite Mountain, taking part in one of the 6 sports programs at Mile High Middle School, or finding your place in one of the 19 different programs at Prescott High School, we want to see you be part of our tradition of excellence. Once a Badger, always a Badger.
And we are back here at Thunderbird High School for the start of the second quarter. John Rust and Lou Benetone with you calling the action. And we're all tied up 7-7. And, Coach, as we said, this Thunderbird team is picked as one of the favorites to win the state title. And you got to give the Badgers credit for holding them to a 7-7 score after 1 quarter of play.
You know, we're playing well. Both teams are making mistakes, both getting penalties. But no one's had a big, gigantic breakaway play, so it's just good, hard-nosed football right now.
I know as a former football coach, you kind of like when your guys get to go up against a team the caliber of Thunderbird. It can only make your guys better.
That's exactly right. You got to see a good test for your boys. You get a lot of points from these teams because you know they're going to win. And I've had some tough schedules ahead of me before we've got in the region.
Cohill with the throw, and there's the catch
throwback
by Elijah Little running down the far side, and then dropped to the ground. Looks like that was Isaac Brazino with the tackle, and a good job by Brazino just hopping on the back of Elijah Little and bringing him down to the ground.
Brazino's had some good coverage out there on their pass plays too, so he's doing a really good job on pass coverage. He came up on a little screen pass to the right.
So now this will bring up 3rd and about 4 to go. Ball at the 23-yard line for Thunderbird as they are looking to unknot this 7-7 score we have here in North Phoenix.
My nightmare season, I think, was 2007. We played Scottsdale Saguaro number 1 and Scottsdale Chaparral number 2, our first 2 games.
I remember that. I think the combined score was, something like 80-3 or something?
I don't remember. We played Chaparral pretty good. But
there's a throw by Cohill toward the end zone. Oh, wait a minute. We're getting a penalty.
Don't
tell me that's going to be pass interference.
Yep,
Come on.
Close coverage. It was good coverage. I couldn't see if there was any hand touch, but it was close coverage. Good.
And it looked like that was Adam Lloyd who batted that ball down. And I'm with you, Coach. That was some good coverage there. I don't think that really constitutes pass interference, in my opinion.
They might have seen something on the hand touching the body or something. Who knows? We saw the good coverage, good tight coverage, but we don't see the little intricacies that may happen.
Well, now the Titans will go up to the 13-yard line. It's going to be first down for them. And again, another big penalty there committed by Prescott. Cohill under center. There's a give to Elijah Little, goes up the middle and gets absolutely stuffed by the Badger defense. I think there were about 4 or 5 white jerseys just all over Elijah Little.
He picked up 3 yards.
Gunnar Parra, one of the guys in on the tackle.
That linebacker crew's got their work cut out for us, and they're doing a good job. They're keeping down, they're getting yardage, but they're keeping down the big breaks.
They're going to give Elijah Little 4 yards on that play. 10:24 left to go in the second quarter. We're all tied up 7-7, but T-Bird on the Badger 8. Cohill will take this one under center.
Tight formation. They're doing some.
There's the pitch to Little. Little avoids one tackle, breaks off another tackle, and Little gets into the end zone for the score. And, Coach, I thought the Badgers had Elijah Little dead to rights there, but somehow he was able to make a couple of great maneuvers, looking like an F-22 out there, and dart his way into the end zone for the score.
We hit him, stopped him, but we slid off him. He made a cutback and found a seam, and that's one good running back. I mean, even though he came to a full stop, he accelerated and went in the end zone. But I thought we had him. I thought we had him sealed up, but we didn't.
And there is touchdown number 2 on the night for Elijah Little. 4th rushing touchdown of the season, 5th TD overall. He also had a touchdown reception in last week's game against Moon Valley.
He's their bread and butter guy. See that from last year, all region.
Looks like there was a little confusion on the play, or at least getting the right personnel on the field.
Looks like they.
Yeah, Moon Valley needs to hurry up here. Yeah, Moon Valley's going to call a timeout. There was some confusion on
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird. I was thinking of their opponent last week.
Exactly, that's right. Wait till I call them Chiefs.
Oh, man. Well, anyway, folks, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Badgers' biggest fans, the Prescott Unified School District. Every child, every day. Support your Badgers with your Arizona tax credit. Go to PrescottSchools.com. Yeah, Coach, it looked like there was just a lot of confusion out there trying to get the proper personnel out there for the kickoff.
It's your surprise. Unless they were thinking of a secret play, but no one was out there to really get it off. This type of game, you just go for the basic. Get your single points and just go for it.
So T-Bird with their second touchdown of the night. Both TDs scored by Elijah Little. And again, like I said, Little not the biggest guy out there. Again, no pun intended, but boy, oh boy, can that guy play.
The little guy makes big plays.
Couldn't have said it better myself, that's for sure. So now it'll be Shireman to come out for the extra point attempt.
Looks like they might go for 2.
Oh, actually, yes.
That's why I think they were. Now it looks like they're not ready again.
Oh, you think they would have straightened this out during the timeout, but apparently not.
Man, oh man.
So hopefully
they're going for 2.
Yeah, hopefully everything is settled now and we've got some action here.
Interesting.
Darrell Little in motion. There's the throw by Cohill to Elijah Little, and Elijah Little darts into the end zone for the 2 points.
Unfortunately, we didn't get there fast enough on him. Our safety had to come up. Tenet had to come up, and that was a little long run for him to come out that fast, hitting that flat real quick.
So with 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter, the score is now 15-7 in favor of Thunderbird. We'll take a 30-second break on our broadcast to be back right after this.
Savings are in full view with great discounts on our American-made blinds and shutters here at Blind Brothers Arizona. Hi, this is Jeremy, and if your window treatments are in need of an upgrade, then now is the time to shop with us during our 45th anniversary sale. Save on Hunter Douglas and Lafayette product lines with a variety of blinds, shutters, and custom fabrics. Whether you've been with us since the beginning or just moved to town, we invite you to celebrate this milestone with us. Book a free consultation today and visit blindbrothersaz.com.
And we are back here at Thunderbird High School. John, Rust, and Lou Benetton with you. Here's the kick by Shireman. And that one will sail into the end zone. Caught by Gunderman, but he caught it in the end zone. By the way, folks, we do have an update for you from Tucson. And in the second quarter, Canyon Del Oro with a 21-7 lead over Bradshaw Mountain.
Bradshaw's going to make points off those two teams because both Snowflake and CDR are going to win a lot of games. That's what helped us against Scottsdale Soar and Chaparral. They both won 10 games or whatever it was. So we got points every time they won, even if we lost. That's the difference in playing tough teams. If you win, you're great.
And the Badgers will start from their own 20-yard line. Tanek going to hand off the ball. And a fumble on the play, but I think it was Tanet who fell on it.
I think he recovered it.
I believe that was Isaac Brazino who was the ball carrier. Ball popped out of his hands, but good heads-up play there by Tanet to get the ball back.
Sure was, especially down in our own territory like that. That could have been a real backbreaker if T-Bird recovered that fumble.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 now for Prescott. Ball at the 18-yard line with 9:25 left to go in the second quarter. And the run going up the middle. Badgers do gain some positive yards.
Picked about 5, I think.
Yeah, Tanet doing a good job with the quarterback keeper there. Yeah, picked up about 5 or 6 yards. Yep. Probably closer to 6, actually.
Big play here. We got to get a first down, keep the ball going.
3rd and about 7 to go for Prescott. 2 receivers out to the near side. Looks like Garrison Gray is one of them. Johan Gunderman the other.
What do we got? Guess they didn't have the clock going.
Up.
Yep, that'll give us not quite a first down, but we'll be about a yard short, maybe 2 yards short.
Well, Thunderbird jumping off sides there.
Did we move first? Let's see.
Well, that's what the officials are talking over here.
Find out. Did we move or did they go jump?
Well, now we got a whole big conference from the Zebra squad here. I think they finally come to a consensus. Offsides against Thunderbird.
All right, that'll move them. I think we're short. It's a lot better manageable thing when you've got 3rd and, 2 yards maybe?
Yeah, 3rd and,
maybe 1,
maybe
2.
a
3rd and 1?
Yeah, they're calling it 3rd and 1 up on the scoreboard.
A long one, but it's there.
And there's the run up the middle. Adam Lloyd spins off a tackle, falls to the ground, but I think he got enough for the first down. And now a late flag comes flying in.
That might be on T-Bird, maybe personal. We'll find out. Cornerback and a receiver look like they were. Yep, I think it's on 22.
Number 22 for Thunderbird, and that is Travis Titsworth.
Find out now. It's a big break for Prescott if it is. Yep. Personal foul. That gives us a first down, 15 yards. What? Oh, never mind.
Personal foul against each team. So that should be offsetting penalties. So it looked like there was
fourth down. Oh, wait, what are we doing? How can that be? If it's offsetting. What?
So it was a first down. Again, it looked like the penalty came in after the Badgers got the first down.
I guess we got the yard, and then the penalties came.
So some extracurricular activity after Lloyd picked up that first down for Prescott. And now Uriah Tennett standing in the gun. He hands off the ball, looks like to Lloyd again. Lloyd finds a nice little gap there and takes it past the 35-yard line.
Picked up about 6 yards, looks like.
Now the Badgers.
5 yards, more closer to 6, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2nd and 4.
7:33 left to go here in the second quarter as the Badgers picking up yards here and yards there, and suddenly it's starting to add up as they're standing on Thunderbird's 36-yard line.
Okay, we got trips right. Triangle trips right. Looks like there's going to be a little pass coming here.
Tennett going to keep the ball himself. Tries to go up the left side, and Tennett gets piled on by Thunderbird.
First down. You got a first down. That was a good. Pulled everybody to the right side of the line, and he went left. Saw an opening.
Tucker Fogelson in on the tackle there against Tennett. Ball at the 41-yard line now for Prescott as they just keep inching down the field.
Grind it out. Keep the clock running. Keep it out of their hands. Here
Lloyd
we go.
again. Oh, Lloyd sweeping to the near side, and Lloyd taken down close to the 40-yard line.
Big break. Big break all the way. Got an injured guy.
Great run there by Adam Lloyd to pick up a big first down.
Number 3 was injured on the play for
That's Joseph
Thunderbird.
Francis. Huge gain there by Adam Lloyd.
Yeah, he broke outside, did a great job. It's a running back. Come inside. If you got the outside, you break, and he did a good job breaking outside.
Tennett gives the ball to Isaac Brazino, but Brazino gets wrapped up, and I'll tell you, a great takedown there by Ryan Cavallami. Give 2 points there for Cavallami on the takedown. Oh, sorry, wrong sport. Yeah. But that was a great, I don't know if he's on the wrestling team, but if he isn't, he should be, because that was a great wrestling move there by Cavallami.
Yep.
In fact, actually, Cavallami, along with football, he's also on the basketball team and the track and field team here at Thunderbird.
He's a big boy.
Well, if Thunderbird's wrestling coach is watching this, he's probably going, no, not basketball. You're on the mat this season, dude. 2nd and 9 now for the Badgers. Tennett goes back to the 50-yard line.
Uh-oh, block in the back. We're going to get a penalty. Block in the back big time.
Yep. And that's going to go against Prescott's number 10, Jacob Chamberlain. As Chamberlain looking like he was giving that one guy from T-Bird a piggyback ride. And the referee already had his hanky out. And he was just like, yeah, as soon as Tennett throws the ball, here's the foul.
Try to keep him off Tennett. The guy turned. He's still on his back. That hurts.
So another penalty for Prescott, who last week, was relatively penalty-free. Now this week the penalty yardage just racking up.
Well, you got 2 high-spirited teams here, very competitive teams. So.
Well, did you tell me your son, I think who coaches down at Saw Point, was at a game last week? I think his team racked up, 275 penalty yards?
275 yards. Yeah, they said it was just penalty after penalty, and I have no idea what the other team got to, but...
Tennett avoids a sack.
Tennett.
Still moving, throwing. Oh, a one-handed catch by number 20, Luke Mason. Talk about an acrobatic catch by Mason.
Another one. Here we go with Tennett making a good move, got to the outside, and still made a play. He had some men on him, but he made a move to the outside and left them on the turf.
That's some athleticism. I got to tell you, Prescott has just got some absolutely athletic guys on this team this year.
Yeah, they do. They're very good athletes. They're making big plays when we need them to keep the things moving.
Tennett from the gun. Being pursued. Now he's going to run the ball himself. He has a big gap. Tannett takes off, and he gets taken down past the 40-yard line. And talk about some great vision there, Coach.
Oh, he does.
Uriah Tannett had just a great gap there to exploit, and boy, did he exploit it big time.
He did, and he cut back up the middle, picked up a lot of yards, and I think it's 4th and about 5. So we've whittled it down.
And the Badgers, they are going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th and about 4 from the 36. Now Thunderbird, I think, saying that someone jumped offside, but no flag coming in as Uriah Tannett looking to the sidelines with 4:39 left to go in the second quarter. And Tannett signaling
Timeout.
for a timeout.
They didn't get the call in. They weren't quite sure on it, so this is a big down for us.
Little miscommunication there, but the Badgers will straighten it out with this timeout. Meanwhile, tonight's game is sponsored by Prescott True Value, locally owned and operated since 1982. There's so much more than a hardware store.
I'm going to give credit to that offensive lineup there. Bo Bryce, he's only a sophomore, and Dalton Scott, Carter Cachette, and Dante Quartet, and Blake McGlory, another sophomore. So they're doing a good job for fairly young sophomores and juniors.
Young, but like you said before, Coach, they got some good size. And sometimes we don't see that on the line with Prescott. It's one of those very rare years that you see a lot of really good size on a Prescott line.
Yep. They were biggest freshmen last year. They're the biggest freshman line I think I've seen, and they're up here already. So they're getting some good experience against Thunderbird.
Mm-hmm. So here we go, 4th down and 4 to go. Ball at the 36-yard line in Thunderbird territory. Huge 4th down coming up here for the Badgers as they trail 15-7. Tannett back pedals, got some good coverage. Now lets the ball fly. Oh, a leaping catch attempt made by Josiah Peoples. And I'll tell you what, he got some good vertical on that one, Coach, but the ball sailed maybe a couple inches over the head of Joe Flya.
It was a close call. Game of inches.
I thought that was baseball, but I guess that can apply to football, too.
Yeah, that's why they had the movie The Longest Yard. Should have been The Longest Inch.
Okay, which longest yard are you talking about? The Burt Reynolds one or the Adam Sandler one? Or both?
Both.
Okay. Because I actually did like the Adam Sandler one. That was good.
That was.
Yeah.
Both good.
Back when Adam Sandler made some really funny movies.
Yes, he did.
Those were the days. So now Thunderbird will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. 4:24 left to go here in the second quarter. 15-7 the score. T-Bird on top.
Up underneath. Here we go again. Oh,
Cohill
it's a pass.
With the pass, and pass broken up by the Badgers. Looked like that ball landed in the hands of Darrell Little.
Tell you what, he took a dangerous throw there. He was double covered. He was covered.
Great coverage there by Josh Police.
And Tannett, I think both were in there because, tell you what, he tried to put it right in there. He had a good throw, got it in there, but that was a dangerous one.
So an incomplete pass by Andrew Cohill brings up 2nd and 10 for T-Bird from their own 36.
We've had some pretty good pass coverage. They haven't done anything big on passes. They're hurting us on their run, so I think they're still trying to get a breakaway on the pass.
Elijah Little in motion. There's the give to Little. He goes down the far side, makes the turn, finds a couple of holes, then run out of bounds into the Thunderbird sidelines.
He knows how to cut, I tell you what. He can change directions on a dime. It's going to be like 3rd and about a yard.
He's fast, he's maneuverable, and for someone who's only 5'8" and a $165, I think he's got some pretty good strength to him, too.
He does. You know, he's always had smaller backs, 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", was Mingus. But they were fast, they were good athletes, they were hard hitting, and good athletes.
And sometimes, Coach, those smaller athletes are the ones you got to watch out for because they got a chip on their shoulder and they got something to prove.
Yeah.
Cohill Pitches it out to Elijah Little. Little makes the cut, finds a nice gap, and he'll get the first down and then some, taking the ball up to the Badger 45. Wyatt Pierce in on the tackle there for Prescott. First and 10 now for T-Bird as they have the ball at the Badger 45-yard line. Elijah Little continuing to give the Badger defense all kinds of fits.
He's probably one of the best backs we're going to see this year, I think.
Receivers to either side. And the give again is to Little. And, oh, a great takedown from behind by number 21, Adam Lloyd. Adam Lloyd taking some of those wrestling moves and applying them to the gridiron.
He did. It's a great play by him. He didn't let him get outside.
Just a 1-yard gain there by Elijah Little.
He had so much speed going on the outside, he couldn't cut back, and Lloyd did a good job running him down.
2nd and 9 now for Thunderbird from the 45.
Okay, quarterback shotgun, wing. Here he goes.
Oh, Hill going to air that one out. Oh, and a catch made by Darryl Little.
That's a Little. He's a good receiver. He had good coverage. He stopped, came back, and got it. It was good coverage. It was a good, well-thrown ball. Little turn, went up the air and caught it. So it was well covered, but a good catch and a good throw. And it's tough to cover that.
And that's going to put Thunderbird deep in Prescott territory. Looks like it will be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Coming down to the final 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 15-7 our score. T-Bird on top and looking to increase that lead over the Badgers.
Shotgun wing.
And
nope,
Little.
We corralled him. It's a good job. He tried to get outside, but we had outside covered, inside fill. So it was a good job on our linebackers and our D-end.
Looks like that was Josiah Peoples and Cooper Kassoon in on the tackle.
Yep. Kassoon did a good job on the linebacker sealing him off. And
so a 1-yard loss there for Elijah Little. 2nd and 11 now from the 20. As the clock continues to tick down.
They're going to try a pass here. They got to get in that end zone. They're desperate. They want to do some scoring. No,
they're going to go for the run as Little shrugs
Oh,
off
my
one
goodness.
tackle, makes the cut to the 5-yard line, and finally pushed out of bounds by Adam Lloyd.
Well, he goes inside. We get him, and he bounces out. Now, that's what a good running back does. Yeah. All you have is a cornerback out there. You just break out.
So it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal from perhaps the 8-yard line.
I think they got the 5-yard line up there, I think. Can't
Yep,
tell.
they're going to say 1st and goal from the 5.
Yeah.
And Elijah Little just so hard for the Badgers to stop tonight.
Well, he's their bread and butter guy, and they're going to work him and make him.
And he gets the ball again, and he finds the smallest hole possible and exploits it. And into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight is Elijah Little.
Right up the middle, found a good hole.
Well, welcome to the Elijah Little Show.
We got to get a spark.
21-7 now in favor of Thunderbird. As Calvin Shireman coming in for the extra point.
Whoop.
And I think the Badgers jumped offside before that kick went off. By the way, you're listening to Badger Football here on the news, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, KYCA, Prescott, Arizona, USA. Time is 8:03 in real life here on the football field. 1 minute, 21 seconds left to go in the first half.
Looks like they call them offsides.
So I guess that went against Thunderbird?
Yeah, went against Thunderbird. I guess they drew us off. Legal procedure.
So that'll back Shireman up a little bit. Kick now at the 15-yard line. Snap. Shireman puts his foot into it, it's still good. So with 1:21 left to go in the first half, our score is Thunderbird 22 and Prescott 7. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more from Thunderbird High School in Phoenix right after this.
Hello friends, this is Travis Stead. When it comes to protecting your gutters from those pesky pine needles that never seem to land anywhere but inside your gutters making a mess, make the wise choice, Arizona Seamless Gutters. We have the fix that will last a lifetime. Needle Guard. Never let a loved one get on a ladder and clean your gutters again. Let our family take care of that. Arizona Seamless Gutters. Locally owned and operated since 1981. Call us today, 928-778-1818 for a free estimate. Arizona Seamless Gutters. When it pours, we rain.
Well, Coach, right now, big thing for the Badgers, try to get some kind of momentum, some kind of positive energy to take into the locker room for halftime, but they only got 1:21 to do it.
You never know on a big play, especially with some of the kids we have out here. Tanet always makes a big play, or Gunderman, so you never know. That's what we need to happen, though.
And that kick will be
definitely not going to be
doing
any runbacks today, though.
Nope. Calvin Shireman, definitely an impressive kicker. Coach, I would dare say we're probably looking at two of the top kickers in the entire state here tonight with Shireman from Thunderbird and Johan Gunderman from Prescott.
No doubt about it. They're both very good kickers, and you can get a guy that puts in the end zone. That's a powerful defense for you.
So the Badgers going to start from their own 20-yard line. And they got 80 yards to go to try to make something happen here in the final 1:21 of the first half. John Russ, Lou Benetone with you calling the action tonight. Halftime down in Tucson, Canyon Del Oro up 24-7 over Bradshaw Mountain. No score yet from the Chino Valley Brigade Catholic game. There's the pitch to Gunderman. Gunderman sweeping to the far side, making the cut. Gunderman wrapped up by Cavalami and taken down.
Those are great. They put Gunderman in there and put him in motion, did a little toss sweep to him. He's got speed. Why not try to get him in there on that outside?
Well, this has been one of the big strengths that the Badgers have been talking about this year, team speed, and we certainly have seen that demonstrated so far in the first two games of the season.
Yes, most definitely.
And Coach Cody Collette saying that Cavalami was going to be one of the guys to watch for on defense for Thunderbird, and he has certainly made his presence felt so far here in the first half.
Hey, he's a great, good-sized kid, good athlete. Yes, he's tough on that end.
Run up the middle by Prescott. Looks like it's Adam Lloyd, and Lloyd wrestled to the ground by a couple of Thunderbird players. Trying to get some numbers here on who that was.
That's it. Let time run out.
Yeah, just 7 seconds left to go. I think it was number 27 for Thunderbird, Lex Galaviz, who was in on that tackle.
He's a linebacker. Yeah, came up, fielded it, and got him.
And that'll do it for the first half of action. Our score 22-7, Thunderbird over Prescott. Halftime show coming up. What do we got for you at halftime? Well, we've got a senior spotlight with Adam Lloyd. We also got a halftime interview with Marley Van Warmer.
Haven't seen you in a while. You doing good?
We also got a halftime interview with Marley Van Warmer of the flag football team. So that'll be coming up on the halftime show, and that'll be on the other side of this break. So we'll be back with more right after this.
Gina with the City of Prescott. It's time for this year's bulk item collection event, and we'll be coming through your neighborhood to collect those items that are too big for your regular trash bins beginning August 19th through October 4th. Remember to bag, box, bundle, and tie your items. Place them neatly at the curb by 6 a.m. of your designated Monday. To find out your week for this special event, go to PrescottRecycles.com. Bulk item collection is exclusive to residential trash customers. Commercial businesses and communities on dumpsters are not eligible.
Welcome to another edition of Senior Spotlight. I'm John Rust, and joining me tonight is running back and linebacker Adam Lloyd. Adam, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Adam, let's go back to last week's game, and well, boy, oh boy, you guys certainly know how to open up a season. 56-7 thrashing of La Jolla, 42-0 at the end of the first quarter. Just your thoughts on that game?
I think it was just a good starter game, good start to prepare ourselves for this next upcoming game. They're a really tough opponent. I think it's good to get our offensive schemes down for this next game.
Coming up tonight, you've got Thunderbird, and of course, Thunderbird is actually one of the favorites to win the state championship in the 4A conference. So what's it going to take to try to get the deke over them?
I think these practices that we have these next coming days, we're going to have to really lock in at practice. I think we're going to have to be super disciplined on defense and disciplined just everywhere on the ball. Try to win the turnover battle, and I think we can do it, though.
And let's get to know you a little bit better here, Adam. First off, what got you interested in playing football?
Honestly, just my dad in second grade. He just asked me if I wanted to try out for football. I was like, all right, why not?
What was the best game you ever had?
Probably one of my youth games. I think 8th grade. It was a low-scoring game. I think it was like 8-6 the final score. But I know that was probably the most fun game I ever had. When the most fun game is definitely the best game.
Where was the worst place you ever played?
Coconino. I do not like Coconino's field. It's cold. The turf hurts. I've gotten like 3 concussions there.
What other sports do you do besides football?
I'm a wrestler, so yeah, wrestling.
And a very good wrestler, too.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite professional team?
The Diamondbacks baseball team. They're my favorite team.
Who's your favorite professional athlete?
I don't think I have really a favorite professional athlete, but I'd go with any just NFL quarterback. I love the NFL quarterbacks.
What's your favorite subject in school?
I'm going to have to go history. I've always loved history. I like learning about our country's history and the world history.
What's your favorite thing about going to Prescott High School?
I think how small a community it is. You just know everyone, so it's not really like awkward talking to people.
Who's your favorite musician or band?
I don't have either. I think I'll go for my favorite style of music. I like rap and I like pop.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is definitely Interstellar, space movie.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is a good medium rare steak with mashed potatoes on the side.
What do you like to do when you're not playing football or when you're not wrestling?
When I'm not doing those things, I like to mountain bike. Me and my dad go mountain biking all the time if I'm not in football season or wrestling season.
And finally, what are your plans for after graduation?
I'm hoping to play college football, and maybe if that doesn't work out, maybe be a dentist.
Okay, well, Adam, I want to thank you very much for joining us here tonight on Senior Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
Did you know that Prescott True Value has a new department with its own building? That's right, Last Chance Clearance Center is now open in the historic gas station adjacent to Prescott True Value. A one-of-a-kind bargain center with everything 50% to 90% off. That's right, everything is at least 50% off all the way to 90% off. Last Chance Clearance Center is open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 to 5. Stop in and check out all the amazing bargains right next door to Prescott True Value at 826 Miller Valley Road in Prescott.
Welcome to our halftime interview where we shine a spotlight on one of the many other teams at Prescott High School. And tonight we're shining the spotlight on the football team. I mean, the new girls flag football team at Prescott High School. And joining me here to talk about this new program, I have wide receiver Marley Van Wormer. Marley, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Marley, just tell everyone, what has it been like trying to form up this team for the very first season of flag football here at Prescott High School?
It's been super cool. It's super fun. All the coaches have been working super hard. We've been having to memorize many plays, and we've come out here every day. And on Fridays, we've been in the classroom memorizing all these plays. We're on huddle now, and we all are trying to learn the plays on our own. So we've just been out here working hard every day.
Now, have you had any previous flag football experience before this year?
So most of my team have been doing powder puff every April, I think, and we won 2 years in a row. And we're juniors this year. I don't think they're doing it this year.
And I take it you were on the Powder Puff team, and that's why you decided to come out for the official flag football team.
Yep, yeah, super fun.
So just talk about what it's been like, making sure you have enough girls on the roster and just getting everyone together as a team.
Yeah, I've been trying to get all my friends to come out. So majority of our Powder Puff team has come out, and then just a bunch of other girls. And basically, just everyone has been coming out, trying if they liked it.
And how much is everyone looking forward to your very first game, which I believe is going to be September 17th?
Everyone's super excited. We've been training super hard. So that'll be really exciting to just see like what we've been learning and actually put it into a game.
So what do you think are some of the areas of the game where you feel Prescott has been doing a pretty good job at?
I think we have really good defense. We're really good at flag pulling, and we have really good kicking because most of our girls are on the soccer team, so we have really good kicking. And we have a really good quarterback, Rihanna. She's super good. She can throw so far.
What are your thoughts on your classmates being the first ever flag football team here at Prescott?
I mean, I think there's a lot of pressure on us, but I think if we just go out there and have fun and work our hardest, then I think we will be able to make it really far.
All right. Well, Marley, I want to thank you very much for joining us here on the halftime show tonight. Best of luck to you and the Lady Badgers in your first season of flag football.
Thank you for having me.
Savings are in full view with great discounts on our American-made blinds and shutters here at Blind Brothers Arizona. Hi, this is Jeremy, and if your window treatments are in need of an upgrade, then now is the time to shop with us during our 45th anniversary sale. Save on Hunter Douglas and Lafayette product lines with a variety of blinds, shutters, and custom fabrics. Whether you've been with us since the beginning or just moved to town, we invite you to celebrate this milestone with us. Book a free consultation today and visit blindbrothersaz.com.
And we are back here at Thunderbird High School. John Rust, Lou Benetone with you. And again, we want to thank Adam Lloyd for joining us for tonight's Senior Spotlight. We also want to thank Marley Van Warmer from the Prescott Flag football team for joining us and letting everyone know about the newest team in Prescott. In fact, I believe they will have a scrimmage next Wednesday, I believe. It'll be them, Bradshaw Mountain, and Mare. And then the season begins for real for the flag football team on September 17th. And they will be home to take on Boulder Creek. And I think I got to get out there and cover that game, Coach.
Why not? It sounds like it could be a fun experience for everybody, something new, energize things.
Oh, yeah, and, Coach Ryan Hart, he has been doing him and his coaching staff, they've been doing a great job getting that team together. A lot of the girls from the soccer team playing for flag football. Marley Van Warmer is one of them, and again, got to love those multi-sport athletes.
You bet. I remember my years up at the high school, the girls would always have a powder puff girls games at the end of the year. Those girls were competitive in that flag football. I had some good girls. They came from all of them. They had soccer. We had girls from volleyball. We had, just a good variety of girls with good athletes, track girls. Mm-hmm. It was fun. I enjoyed coaching them for that fun powder puff stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how they do in their opening season of flag football. Meanwhile, here in tackle football, 22-7 is the score. Thunderbird on top. And really, Coach, it has just been the
that's not shot.
Nope. Well, someone has a really bad muffler going by us here on Thunderbird Road. Honestly, we thought for a second it was gunshots.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Especially when your back's to the road.
So anyway, now that distraction is over and done with the muffler, Coach, it really has been the Elijah Little show here tonight. He's already over the century mark for rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, and Prescott has just had an absolute difficult time trying to stop this guy. He's not the biggest guy out there, but he is just slippery, he is maneuverable, he is speedy, and as I said, despite his small stature, he has got some strength to him.
Yeah, he's a good running back. He can stop on a dime and still accelerate. Got breakouts, speed breaking out, breaking in. Our boys were containing him for the first quarter, but then he just found some ways to shake him, and he did.
And, of course, on the Prescott side, their one score of the game, Uriah Tanette and Johan Gunderman responsible for that. Tenacious T hooking up with Johan for a 34-yard touchdown bomb. And, Coach, again, it has been a pretty difficult first half for the Badgers. What do they need to do in the second half to come out and try to catch up to T-Bird?
Well, I was going to see what kind of adjustments they make on defense to try to contain Little a little bit more. I shouldn't say a little bit more, big more. They're doing good pressure on the quarterback. They got couple big plays on pass plays. So their run game, they've got to figure out how they can contain and stop this run game. And a lot of the damage is mostly inside. So we got to cinch up the inside a little bit more. We contain the outside, but like I said, when he has a shot, coming up the middle, he takes that outside and makes a great shot out. So he's just a really tough running back. So it's going to take some adjustments there, and then our offense has got to really start grinding it out a little bit more. We've got to attack them, and hopefully our passing game will pick it up a little bit more too. That's not going, we got a touchdown pass, but we need to mix it up. Passing, running. Too bad we don't have a few screens. I mean, they've been throwing screens tonight to offset things, but hopefully they'll make some good adjustments.
And, of course, the penalties, Coach. Prescott really has to do a job cleaning up on the penalties, and I'm sure Coach Cody Collette has informed them about that during his halftime speech.
Yeah, no doubt. He's going to make some adjustments. Brandon Johnson will make some adjustments and get the team fired up on the sidelines a little bit, and hopefully we'll get things going.
All right. And, well, folks, we got some more football for you tomorrow on KYCA. Coming up at 6:30 p.m. That'll be the pregame for ASU football. The Sun Devils coming off a great season opening victory over Wyoming last week. 48-7 is the final score in that one. And tomorrow the Sun Devils will host Mississippi State. Again, kickoff for that game is 7:30 p.m. KYCA will be on the air with the pregame show at 6:30. That's going to be our Sports Saturday because, of course, starting things off at 8:06 tomorrow morning, it's the Tri-City Sports Roundup. And we will have members of the Yavapai College women's soccer team join us live in the studio. So, again, Tri-City Sports Roundup tomorrow morning at 8:06 here on KYCA. You can also catch the live stream on the KYCA Facebook page, just like you can catch the live stream of this game on the KYCA Facebook page and our KYCA YouTube channel. And you know what? If you've missed any of our Tri-City Sports Roundup episodes, you can always go to our Vimeo page or our KYCA YouTube channel or the KYCA archives on kyca.info. Like if you want to go back to last week's Tri-City Sports Roundup and catch that one where I had Eric Fundelevich, the assistant athletic director for Embry-Riddle, and Prescott boys basketball coach Travis Stedman on the show. And I kind of didn't know what I was getting myself into when I had those two guys on. In fact, I believe Eric Fundelevich is in the audience here tonight. And I got to watch out whenever I mention any of my favorite heavy metal singers, because for whatever reason, when I bring up the German metal queen Doro, Eric Fundelevich always thinks I'm talking about Dora, as in Dora the Explorer.
John, you got to watch yourself.
Well, you know, Eric needs to pay more attention is what he needs to do. Jeez.
You get excited, you ramble, and you say stuff, and people interpret you differently.
I don't know. He misinterprets what I say on that show. But, geez, he's eyeballing me right now.
I'll see you after the game. Yep.
Great. He's going to come up and make more Dora the Explorer references to me. Great.
Yep.
Oh, man. So anyway, Tri-City Sports Roundup tomorrow morning at 8:06. And then ASU football 6:30 here on KYCA. In fact, I'll tell you what, Coach, a lot of great stuff in college football in the state last week. The U of A, they won their season opener last week against New Mexico, 61-39 the final score. NAU, they got a big victory over Lincoln, 66-6 to start off their season. Hey, U of A and NAU going at it tomorrow down in Tucson.
That's always an interesting game, that NAU and U of A game. And I think U of A will overpower them, but it's always a neat thing when two universities in Arizona play each other early in the season.
Exactly. By the way, we do have a score from over in Chino Valley. The Cougars at halftime leading Brigade Catholic 22-6.
All right. Well, good job for them.
Yeah, and of course, Chino Valley, they are coming off a really just a really great game last week where they beat Kingman Academy 54-0. So it looks like Coach Ricky Herrera in his second season over there at Chino Valley, looks like he's starting to put that program on the right path, because Chino Valley, they have certainly struggled over the past few years.
Yes, that's very true. That's Comeback time. I hope ASU, U of A, all of them have a great season this year. Last year was interesting. This year's hopefully is fantastic. I want to mention something.
Yes.
The shirt right there, the boys are back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Sensmeyer, who's my manager. That's from about 2006.
Oh, boy.
They had a shirt, the boys are back, and they had a great season.
Well, we do have a comment here on our Facebook page. We got someone wrote in saying beat the Chiefs, which of course was the former name for Thunderbird High School before they unfortunately decided to change that.
I'm sorry. For all those years, I played the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's hard to break a habit.
Yeah, same here.
Trouble is, they were very respectable, and they still are a very respectable school and team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, well, we saw that earlier tonight. Their athletic director, Lane Peterson, just did a great job helping us to get set up here. Again, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get when you go to an away school, but we got some great people here. Like I said, their athletic director was one, and actually their assistant coach, Little, he really helped us out too. So, like I said, it's always nice when you go to an away school and you got some great people at the away venue helping you out.
Yep, very cordial and cooperative. It's always nice.
And by the way, I did get a text here from Eric Fundalevich because I guess he, couldn't get up and just walk the, 20 feet or so over to our broadcast position. But he's just checking to make sure that you and I are okay.
Well, that's good of him. Yes. I haven't seen him in a while. And he's a good man.
Oh, tell me about it. And when him and Travis get together, and then I get together with them, like I said, it's like you don't know what you're getting into when it's the three of us with a microphone.
I'm sure. Well, I'd like to hope they get to see him when the game's over here.
Man. Well, both teams now back out on the field. Again, it's 22-7 the score. Thunderbird on top of Prescott. And the Badgers going to be back here in Phoenix next week as they'll be taking on Northwest Christian. And actually, I'm going to be down in Phoenix even before that game because come Monday night, I'm going to be over at the Footprint Center and now we have that car going by us again that likes to fire off its muffler. I would be surprised if you can hear that over our headsets here.
You might be able to. It's tough having a football field right on the main road. Does not make it fun.
Oh boy! And now, by the way, I just got a text from Travis Stedman here, where he said Eric and I will only talk to you together from now on.
Okay, well, tell him to get up here.
Heaven help me. But you know what? In all seriousness, that was a fun show we did last week on Tri-City Sports Roundup with the three of us.
I was out of town. Sorry I missed that.
Yeah, well, Coach, you can go back to our archives and listen to it.
You're right. You said that tonight.
Yeah, I actually talked about a fellow Nottingham High School alumni, Gia Gurman, who got in a little bit of trouble because she did a wrestling takedown during the Rutgers-UMass game a couple weeks ago, and really kind of reminded me of Trish Stratus back in the day where she just took down that UMass player, started whomping on her.
Yep.
And, of course, Eric's like, what do they teach you there at Nottingham? Never thought on my show I'd be talking about my old high school.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, and my old middle school. Though, well, I kind of trashed my old middle school because, well, I hated every minute at Grice Middle School. So
that's too bad.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got through it. So
yeah, my elementary and junior high school are closed. Once those mining towns close up, everything goes.
Oh, man.
High school's down to like 325 kids, 7 through 12. Used to be about 800 high school kids there one time. Yep.
So the Badgers and Titans finishing their warm-ups, and hey, it has cooled off here down in Phoenix. It is now just 100 degrees.
And these extra papers are really helping me out here.
And I already went through one big bottle of Gatorade, and now I've drained one big bottle of water.
Yep. Good, you're hydrating.
Hey, that's what got me through the Sammy Hagar concert a couple of weeks ago, just pounding water all night long. But you know what, Coach? When it's Hagar, Satriani, Bonham, and Michael Anthony, it's like you put up with the heat for a concert like that.
I'm sure you do, no doubt.
Thunderbird will kick it off here. Shireman puts his foot into it, and we're underway with the second half. And that one will be caught by Johan Gunderman in the end zone. Badgers will start from their own 20-yard line. Again, 22-7 is our score here in the second half. We'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Cody Collette has had the Badgers make here for the second half.
Well, I hope we get some ground game and mix it up a little bit and get some big plays and move this ball around. Get a little momentum going.
Uriah Tannett back in at quarterback. Tannett was kind of the everyman last year for the Badgers, playing a multitude of positions. This year, pretty much sticking to quarterback and also playing a little defense as well. And there's a nice breakout run by Isaac Brazino, and Brazino tripped up near the Badgers sidelines. About a 12 or 13-yard run there by Brazino.
He did again. He hit the hole and broke to the outside. That's where you have least defense. So if you can get to the outside and get some yardage, he did a good job.
Nice gain there by Cool Breeze, Isaac Brazino.
Good blocking on that side, too. I think it looked like DeCourt and McGlory on that side.
And Tannett hands off the ball, looks like to Brazino again, and Brazino taking it up to the 35-yard line.
Looks like he picked up another 4 yards.
Yeah, maybe more like 5 yards probably.
Second 6, it was 4. But
yeah, they're going to go with 4 yards there. So 2nd and 6 now for Prescott from the Thunderbird 36. And 2 really good runs there by Isaac Brazino.
You're going to rack out 4 yards or more each play. You're going to keep moving that ball.
Another run up the middle. Looks like it's Brazino again. This time, Thunderbird was ready for Cool Breeze as they knock him back to the 30-yard line.
No gain, so it's 3rd and 6.
Tucker Fogelson in on the tackle. Looked like Ryan Cavallini was in there too. So no gain on that play. Still 3rd and 6 for the Badgers. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a pass play here from Uriah Tannett with 10:30 left to go in the third quarter.
You got him thinking run a lot. I'll get trips right. Shotgun. Scrambled up a little area.
Oh, Tannett's going to run the ball himself, and he's got some room, and he gets the first down.
Oops, it's going to be close.
Oh, yeah. If he
Short
got
a yard. 4th and about.
I thought he got that first down, but
4th
yeah.
and a yard. It's like we're going to go for.
Well, Uriah Tannett, I think, took everyone by surprise.
He's run that play before. It's a trips right, and then he keeps it left.
Well, now we'll see if the gamble pays off here for Prescott. Tannett from the gun.
Full house back there. They're going to just wham it.
Run going up the middle, and the Badgers got the first down and then some. And again, it's Cool Breeze, Isaac Brazino, picking up about 7 yards on that run.
Yeah, they had a weird offensive formation there. They had twin backs up front with a tailback, and he's just like a wham. Both backs ran through, and he followed right through them. You're outnumbering them when you do that, and that helps.
So
well,
it
we're
will
eating
be
the clock up and eating some yards up. That's good. Keep it away from them.
1st and 10 from the 48 for Prescott. Gunderman in motion. We get flags on the play.
Defense offsides.
Looks it.
Wow.
So a lucky break there for the Badgers, and that'll make it 1st and 5.
Yep, let's whittle it away.
Badgers now into Thunderbird territory at their own 47, or at their 47, I should say.
Get a free 5 yards. That helps you out. Tell you right now.
Badgers, by the way, moving left to right across your radio dial or screen, depending on how you're following us. And there's the give to Brazino again, and Brazino finds a nice gap, and he's taken down by number 34, I believe.
It's going to be second one. He's picked up about 4 yards.
Actually, I think that was number 24, Carter Jennings, and another good run there by Cool Breeze. Tennett again from the gun. Tennett fakes the give, throws it downfield. Gunderman is the target, and that's going to be pass interference.
He was holding him.
Oh,
that
boy.
was obvious.
About as obvious as you can get.
He still had good coverage on him, but
yeah, that Thunderbird player looks like it was number 23, Rashad Martin. Looked like he just had a nice grip there on Gunderman's biceps.
Free safety was coming over too, so that was good coverage, but he was losing him. He got behind him, and he just was going to take the penalty over the touchdown, I guess.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Prescott. And they have the ball inside the 30-yard line. Brazino again. Brazino breaks through the middle and gets up close to the 20-yard line. And boy, oh boy, Isaac Brazino is just a machine right now here in the third quarter.
He's racking up 4 or 5 yards a whack. That's good for him. Averaging probably 5 a carry right now at least.
I don't even think Brazino touched the ball in the first half.
They found something up in the middle, so.
Well, the Badgers needed something to light a fire under them, and I think Brazino is doing just that.
That offensive line is doing really well.
Well, this time Brazino gets stopped by who else? Number 42, Ryan Cavallami.
Offensive line up front, like I said, Bryce Scott, Cachette, DeCourt, and McGlory, they're doing a good job getting some holes up there for him. And, of course, our lead backs, too, are getting in there, too, to help them out.
No gain on the play. Still 3rd and 4 for Prescott. Ball at the Thunderbird 21. 7:08 to go here in the third quarter. 22-7 the score. Thunderbird on top. And Brazino gets the ball, but right there to bring down Brazino, Jared Stewart the second. And Stewart, boy, oh boy, did he have a lock on Brazino to stop that run.
Yeah, we tried a quick sweep coming across, quick handoff, but that guy in the end came across and sealed it off.
4th down for the Badgers.
What do we got? Field goal?
I don't see.
Nope, we're going for it. Okay, here we go. Gun trips. All right, here's where they did trips, and they went to the left. Trips right. Let's see if they go for a pass here or they go for a run.
Chamberlain standing next
Motion.
to Tennett. Tennett rolling. He's under pressure. Tennett trying to avoid the sack. Makes the throw. And a catch made by the Badgers.
And it is.
Johan Gunderman.
We didn't make it, though. We're short.
Oh.
I think we're short a yard. I can't tell.
I thought Gunderman might have got that.
I don't know. I thought that was 4th. Oh, they call it a first. Good, he got a first.
He got it.
I thought he was short. The marker didn't show me. He got right at the chain.
We've got some whistles now. And I think it's an official timeout. So I'm wondering if they might talk this over. I'm not sure, but
no, I think it's they're going to let it stand. Timeout. Just a basic timeout.
Yep. Well, maybe a bit of a water break there for the officials. While we got a timeout here, folks, want to remind you that Badger football is sponsored in part by Olson's for Healthy Animals in Prescott, Chino, Dewey, the Verde Valley, and Flagstaff, where good enough just isn't. Also, tonight's Badger broadcast is sponsored by Arizona Seamless Gutters, quality people, products, and service you can trust. So a great pass play there to Gunderman to pick up the first down for Prescott. Picking up the first down. It seemed like you said, Coach, it looked like from your perspective, Prescott came up just maybe a couple inches short on that one.
Yep, they had the 4th down marker, but I think he moved out of the way. And so I think we made it by inches, but that's got to where we needed it. That's what receivers do. Run your pattern to where we need a first down. We've eaten up 6 minutes of this quarter. That's keeping it away at a Thunderbird's offense.
Tanette going to keep it himself, goes up the middle, and Tanette gets dogpiled by Thunderbird. And on the tackle, number 27, Alex Galaviz. And Tanette looks like he only picked up a yard on that run.
Burn the clock up. Yep.
5:48 left to go in the third quarter.
That's what you got to do. You got to use that clock up, try to score, and keep it out of their offensive hands. We've used up 7 minutes almost of the quarter. Just on offense.
I'll tell you what, when the Badger defense eventually takes the field, they will be well rested.
Yep. Yeah, they will.
Tanette rolling to the left. There's the throw, and it's caught by Garrison Gray. Gray taken down, looks like right around the 15-yard line. Pickup of about 3 or 4 on that play. And
what's there? Got an injury?
Yeah, looks like we might have an injured Badger out there.
Might be Gray. I'm not sure. He caught the pass right in that area. I can't see a number, though.
Well, trainer Trent James and some of his student-athlete trainers out there. And, yeah, we are. Well, it looks like what happened is the injured Badger, again, we're trying to get a number, but it looks like he got up, then sat back down, and now looks like he's getting up again.
He's okay.
Yep, and it is Garrison Gray, and he's coming off under his own power. Might have just got the wind knocked out of him.
Okay, you got about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, roughly. Looks like 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's what they got up on the scoreboard. Ball at the 13-yard line. 5:13 left to go here in the third quarter. And the Badgers just really doing a good job putting together a sustained drive here against Thunderbird.
They sure are. I mean, it's been a good methodical drive coming down, burning up that clock. Okay, we got trips. I got a feeling Tanette may keep it to the right.
Yeah, we got Brazino, Peoples, and Gunderman out to the right side for Prescott.
We'll see if one of those trips right go in motion toward Tanette. Nope.
Tanette drops back. He's rolling, and Tanette's going to keep the ball himself, and Tanette runs out of bounds near the 5-yard line.
He may have a first down.
Man, oh man, Uriah Tanette turning on the afterburners to pick up a lot of yardage there.
Let's see what he's got.
Well, the chain gang is
4th down.
moving.
No, wait.
Yep, it's going to be first down, it looks like.
No, what is he doing?
Yep.
1st and goal.
1st and goal for Prescott. Looks like from inside the 5-yard line. Tanette gives the ball to Brazino. Oh, but Brazino runs into an absolute mob of players.
They are going to pretty much use this entire quarter.
Yeah, we're down to 4:20 left to go here in the third stanza. 22-7 our score. Thunderbird on top, but Prescott is threatening.
This is a good drive for using up the clock.
Second
and
goal
like that.
2nd and goal from the 7. Tanette gives it to, Tanette keeps it himself. Tanette going to the far side. Tanette making the turn, and Tanette diving to the end zone. Does he get it?
Nope, call him out of bounds.
Oh.
On about the 1-yard line.
So close for Uriah Tanette.
On about the 1-yard line.
Well, Tenacious T once again showing off that speed of his, getting the Badgers so close to the promised land.
He got out there and turned it up again. Again, his athletic ability and his speed. He's a terror on the field. Good vision again, picking it up, breaking for that opening. Full house. They're going to plow it in right here.
Tenet
right
keeps it.
There.
They give it to Cooper Kassoon, it looks like, and Kassoon!
Nope.
Kassoon! No signal from the officials. Thunderbird stopping Kassoon at the goal line. And that takes some effort on a guy like Kassoon.
And they had a full house go through. They had 2 backs lead through, too.
So let's see if Prescott is going to go for it on 4th down or just kick the field goal.
Somebody call timeout?
Doesn't look it.
No, it's going. The clock's not going. There it went. Pretty slow clock.
Well, now Prescott will call a timeout, and they will talk things over. Well, my personal opinion, Coach, and feel free to disagree with me since you have way more coaching experience than I do, I'd go for it here.
Yes, you do. Go for it.
Yep.
You got do that power again or something.
Kelly Court is sitting next to us, and he's kind of showing us just how close they are to the end zone. And, yeah, definitely got to pull the rush, roll the bones, and go for it.
Yep, you got to go for it.
I was kind of surprised they were able to stop Cooper Kassoon carrying that ball toward the end zone.
Yeah, me too. I mean, and 2 backs led him, too. Of course, you got to have a big lineman up on the front there for them with 250. They have 2 big old linemen right there. Their nose guard, their tackle, and their D-end.
So big play coming up here as Prescott tries to get back in this ball game. They're down 22-7.
And it could look like it's going to be a blast, and then Tenet keeps it wide. Who knows? Watch. See if
3:30
they do that full house again.
3:34 left to go in the third quarter.
They got Brazino in there running now, I think, and they're going to have see if they do it again.
Prescott has had the ball the entire third quarter.
There they go. They got that set up again. Let's see. Looks like they got it tight in there for a wedge. They're going to wedge it, and they're going to send back
Quarterback keeper. There's the push, and Uriah Tenet into the end zone for the score. Tenet got the push he needed, and the Badgers creep closer to T-Bird. It's now 22-13. And I see Johan Gunderman out there, so it looks like they're going to just kick the extra point.
Yeah, you don't go for your 2 yet. If you need it, you go for it next time you score.
Yeah, and this will make it an 8-point game if Gunderman can get this extra point. And he does. And it's an 8-point game. 3:29 left to go here in the third quarter with our score. Thunderbird 22, Prescott 14. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
This is Steve Sischke with Olson's for Healthy Animals. Wander the Wild is the Highlands Center for Natural History's signature fundraising event. This year it will once again be a hybrid event with an online auction open to all from September 22nd to 28th and a live reception and auction on Sunday, September 29th from 2:30 to 5:30 on the beautiful grounds of the Windmill House in Chino Valley. All profits from the auction directly fund youth programs and scholarships to discover and explore our stunning Central Highlands. Go to highlandscenter.org for more info.
Well, our good buddy Kelly Court is informing us that, Coach, this was an 8-minute, 31-second drive put together by the Badgers that ended in a 1-yard touchdown run by Tenacious T, Uriah Tenet.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Against this offensive team like this, you just keep methodically moving it down the field, eat up that clock. This offense is cold.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't been in since halftime, so we'll see what they do now. Got a fresh offense and a fresh defense pretty much out there.
And now it's just an 8-point game between these two. Big kick there by Johan Gunderman. Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be kicked into. Actually, it looked like the return man there. That was number 5, Darrell Little. It looks like he had 1 foot on the green and then 1 foot in the end zone.
Yeah, but I think he drew it back in too, so it was in the end zone.
So again, the Badgers doing a pretty good job of staying close to one of the top teams in the 4A conference, Coach.
Sure are. And here we go now. We're going to see what the defensive adjustments make and see if the defensive adjustments are going to be as good as those offensive ones.
Andrew Cohill. Well, first time we've mentioned his name in this quarter.
Yep.
He's under center. He's going to give the ball to guess who? Elijah Little. And boy, the Badgers were ready for him. Cooper Kassoon, one of the guys in on that tackle. I think Brody Hanna also got a hand in there as well.
Linebackers have got to stack it in now. Offensive line, keep anybody off those linebackers so linebackers can make the plays.
Just a 1-yard gain there by Elijah Little, who's just been the workhorse for T-Bird in this game. Camps going out to the far side for Thunderbird. And again, looks like Cohill will settle under center. Gives the ball to Little. Oh, Little gets tripped up. I think it was Josiah Peoples who got the first touch on Little, and then a couple other Badgers came in and finished the job.
Our linebackers are holding their own right there. They're not letting any big plays go. It's third down, about 7. So they've only gained 3. This is important. Plays right in here. If they kick and get the ball back, different ball game.
Badgers attempting a 3-and-out here on Thunderbird with 2:20 left to go in the third quarter. 22-14 our score. 3rd and 8 from the 22 for T-Bird.
They got twins left. Twins right. Double twins. We're going to see what the...
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout called here.
Yep.
Well, while we got this timeout, folks, let's remind you the KYCA Badger football broadcast is sponsored in part by the City of Prescott, offering beautiful hiking trails and parks in everyone's hometown. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the Yavapai Food Bank, making a difference in Yavapai County since 1992. We want to thank all of our Prescott Badger sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring you tonight's game. And what a game it has been, Coach. I'll tell you what I think Thunderbird has learned. They can't take teams from the Tri-City area lightly. Last year, in the first round of the state playoffs, they had a great battle with Bradshaw Mountain, Thunderbird beating them by just 1 point. And then tonight, well, it's an 8-point difference between these two squads with T-Bird on top.
No, it's always been historical. In Prescott and T-Bird, it's always a great game, always. So, yeah, I don't care how good either team is, they still make it a good game.
In fact, I think I was down here at Thunderbird during my very first year with KYCA broadcasting Badger football.
You probably were.
Yeah, well, you guys were in the same region for a while.
Yes, we were, for years.
Yeah, so Thunderbird, Moon Valley, Greenway, very familiar opponents to Prescott back
Apollo.
in the day. Apollo, too, got to mention them. Cohill, trying to find someone to throw it to, throwing down the far side. Oh, and it's caught by Darryl Little, and Little taken down at the 40-yard line in Badger territory. What a throw and what a catch by Little. And it looks like that was number 25, Kelton Thompson, with the tackle there on the far side.
That was a good pass play. He got wide open. He laid it right in there beautifully.
Did I hear it was a 47-yard reception?
Yep, looks like that's what it was.
So
yeah,
first
and
10 from the 41 in Badger territory for T-Bird. Cohill throwing to the near side, and a catch there made by Camps. Camps wrestled to the ground and thrown out of bounds. Number 22, Josh Police, getting the tackle there. Boy, oh boy, Andrew Cohill, who's been kind of quiet passing-wise, well, he's been throwing a couple of bombs here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's throwing a nice little 3-pattern straight down. He also threw it down and out. Picked up some big yards both plays. Picked up 10 or 11 on that last play, too. Oh, full house backfield. This is interesting. Haven't seen this in a while.
Cohill gives the ball to Little. Little, well, gets a good block, moves forward, and then gets knocked to the ground. Looks like in on that tackle was number 21, Adam Lloyd. I think Cooper Kassoon also had a hand in there.
Yep, again, linebackers. Linebackers are feeling fast. Front line's keeping their men off of them, and The linebackers are filling nicely. It's a good crew of linebackers in there, a good defensive line.
Gain of 2 on the play by Elijah Little.
That wide Pierce in there, I think, in the line. I'm trying to pick numbers out.
2nd and 8 from the 26 now for T-Bird. Give is to Little. Little finds a gap. A gap bursts through and then grabbed around the legs by number 22, Josh Police. And that might have saved a touchdown there.
I think it did. He made a great cutback. I thought I had him for a while, but he made a great cutback. And then we wrapped him up and kept him from going in. But now it's
still
first down again.
Yeah, still a first down. Ball at the 16-yard line now for T-Bird. 35 seconds left to go here in the third stanza. Cohill again from the gun. And the give is to Elijah Little. Breaks through a couple of tackles. Finally wrapped up and taken down by Adam
moves.
Lloyd.
He just has great shift moves. Stops and accelerates. Stops and accelerates. He's just good running back.
Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, a good tackle there by Adam Lloyd, showing off his wrestling skills here on the gridiron. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. They're going to let the clock hit 0. So 3 quarters in the books. We go to quarter number 4 with our score. Thunderbird 22, Prescott 14. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
This is Ann Wilson with Yavapai County Food Bank. No one should ever go to bed hungry, but with inflation on the rise, the need is greater than ever. Did you know that you can make a real impact and get an end-of-the-year tax credit for your generosity? $400 single and $800 married. Call 928-775-5255 today to donate to the Yavapai County Food Bank. Help us feed the hungry, support your community, and make a difference. That's 928-775-5255. Yavapai County Food Bank. Together, we can change lives.
And we're back here at Thunderbird High School. John Rust, joined by Hall of Fame coach Lou Benetone as we get set for the fourth quarter. By the way, speaking of fourth quarters, in the fourth quarter down at Tucson right now, Canyon Del Oro pretty much one-sided there. Canyon Del Oro up over Bradshaw Mountain 38-7.
Wow, that's incredible. I expected a better game than that, but that just shows you the power of the CDO team down there.
And last report we got from Chino Valley, Cougars up over Brigade Catholic 22-6.
Good for them.
Hopefully we'll get an update in a little bit here on that game. Right now for Thunderbird, 3rd and 3 from the 9-yard line.
Full house backfield again. Shotgun.
Cohill keeps it, throws to the end zone, and...
flag.
Are we going to get pass interference on the Badgers?
I believe we might.
That looked like it was number 12, Kenny Miller-Terry, defending the receiver there, and that is going to be pass interference against Prescott. And this is what really bit the Badgers in the you-know-where in the first half, Coach, all those penalties they took.
It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line.
1st and goal from the 2.
Yep.
So a big play coming up here for Thunderbird as they try to extend their lead here in the early part of the fourth quarter. Cohill going to give it to Elijah Little. Little makes a cut and shrugs off an ankle tackle and dives into the end zone for the score.
Well, we used 8 minutes and 31 seconds of the time, and they scored in 4 minutes. But that's okay. We ate the clock up. Now we got to do it again. Except we got to make it a little bit faster this time. We're down 2.
Elijah Little with his 4th touchdown run of the game.
I thought we had him, and of course he makes that cutback, and
I think every time
knives in that end zone.
Every time we think we have him, he proves us wrong again and again and again. Shireman with the kick. And that goes through. 11:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Our score here from Phoenix, it's Thunderbird 29, Prescott 14. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm Missy Townsend, Prescott High School Athletic Director. Prescott Unified School District is the place for you. We offer year-round opportunities for student athletes with our full lineup of fall, winter, and spring sports. Our certified and experienced coaches work with our student athletes to compete at the region and state levels. Whether it's in our intramural sports at Granite Mountain, taking part in one of the 6 sports programs at Mile High Middle School, or finding your place in one of the 19 different programs at Prescott High School, we want to see you be part of our tradition of excellence. Once a Badger, always a Badger.
Well, Thunderbird is able to increase the gap between them and Prescott. 29-14 is the score right now as Elijah Little picking up his 4th touchdown run of the game. And, Coach, it just seems like the Badgers just have all kinds of problems trying to stop Elijah Little. Like we've said, the guy just has so many different abilities to try to get away from tackles and get that ball into the end zone.
Yeah, he definitely does. I mean, he's a stud out there, and one of the shiftiest backs that I've seen, even from last year. We can do the return here. Could be a dangerous
Prescott
return right here.
And I think this is Isaac. Actually, it's Johan Gunderman with the return. He gets it up to the 25-yard line.
Good.
And yeah, Coach, can you imagine if Elijah Little had maybe 6 more inches on him and maybe 70, 80 more pounds on him? Can you imagine how many schools would be knocking on his door?
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt.
Of course, who knows? You know, you could have some NAIA schools, D3 schools who might look at a guy like this and says, he could have filled. I mean, I think that's the thing a lot of kids forget because they all have their eyes on, say, ASU and Clemson and Georgia and Ohio State. But there are a lot of really quality D2, D3, and NAIA schools out there.
There really are. He can go on and play there, you bet.
Hey,
too bad we don't have our JCs anymore, but there's a lot of four-year schools.
You know, Jake Hilton killed it last year in the Division II ranks for Wisconsin River Falls, I think it is. Yeah. Uriah Tennett hands that one off. And it looks like that's Adam Lloyd with the ball. He takes it past the 30-yard line. Pretty good gain there by Adam Lloyd. Looks about a 6-yard gain on that play by Lloyd. 2nd and 4 now for the Badgers. And again, it's Lloyd. Lloyd finds a nice gap, and he's taking it up the 40-yard line.
We're getting some yards. That front offensive line, they're young, but they're doing a good job making holes for him. And somehow they're getting those linebackers because those linebackers aren't making those tackles.
Well, first it was Isaac Brazino doing a great job carrying the ball for the Badgers in the 3rd quarter. And now it's Adam Lloyd who's put together a couple of really good runs for Prescott.
Brazino's back in there, though. Here he goes.
And Brazino going up the middle, and Brazino gets stopped just before the 45-yard line. 3-yard gain there by Cool Breeze. .10:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Okay, wide receiver right, shotgun, wing. Looks like twins on the.
Tennett keeps the ball, throws downfield. Almost intercepted by Thunderbird. Carter Jennings right in front of Josiah Peoples. And just from Jennings' body language, you could tell he was thinking, man, I had that.
I thought he was going to get it, but it went right on by him.
Well, a lucky break there for the Badgers. That brings up 3rd and 7 for Prescott.
Big play here. All right, got trips right. Motion. Here we go, right here.
What do we got? And we get flags on the play. Looks like someone might have gone offsides. False start against Prescott.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 now. I think 12.
So that will
3rd and 12.
That'll put the Badgers at their own 38-yard line.
Okay, there's a change in play. It goes a pass play.
Still 3rd down for Prescott.
Okay, they got trips right. They might have Tennett keep it this way. Let's see. They've done that before. Nope. Motion this way.
Brazino in motion,
Fake
fakes the
Brazino.
give.
There's somebody open. Oh!
Tanet
He's got
scrambles
life.
away.
He's got life.
Now Tanet racing. Dodges one tackle, now goes to the far side of the field. Big hit there by Prescott. Tanet still on his feet at the 20. Tanet run out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Like I say, you never know when he's going to make a big play. That was a big play.
Oh,
they got a call.
we got a flag. I think that might be against Isaac Brazino, given the way he
illegal
reacted.
block. Illegal block.
Isaac Brazino, I think, is pleading his case.
I didn't see it. I was watching Tanet doing his little moves.
Well, you and me both, Coach. Brazino pleading his case, but again, it's as happens probably 99.9% of the time, it's going to fall on deaf ears.
Well, those officials watch the helmet more than anything. And if your helmet's behind a guy and not in front, you may think you got it, but it's hard to say.
So
all the way back.
A highlight reel run by Tenacious T will now be erased from the official record.
Yep, it's now going to be third and about 27.
Well, so much for putting that one on the highlight reel.
Third and 22. What is that? 10.
Yeah, it's like they're going to. Yeah, they're going to say third and 22 here.
Yep.
Ball at the 28-yard line. Badgers have to get to midfield for a first down. Tanet all by himself.
You never know if
backfield.
Tanet pulls this off again. It's going to be a pass. They got trips.
Tanet
there it is. Oh,
throws
nope.
a BB, and that was just way over the head of Josiah Peoples.
Are we going for it here? Now look, we're going to punt it. Yeah, you got to punt it away. Their offense is too powerful right here. Punt it, try to hopefully the defense holds them, gets it back.
9:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And you never know. Sometimes we might have a fake punt.
At this point, it wouldn't surprise me. Johan Gunderman gets ready to put his foot into it.
Gunderman's got some speed.
Darryl Little to return the ball. Darryl Little in his...
Oh, nice scoop up by Gunderman.
Darryl Little going to call for a fair catch. He drops the ball in the fair catch, and it's thrown on by the Badgers.
That's what I tell you, John. You never know.
Wyatt Pierce recovering the ball after the botched catch. Little calling for a fair catch. He dropped the ball, and Wyatt Pierce pounced on it to give the ball back to Prescott.
He was backing up. He should have not even tried. He should have pulled his hands down and let the ball take a crazy bounce. So they end up 10, 15 yards back. You never know what happens here.
Man, oh man, and now the Badgers, now they can smell that end zone here. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Huge play by Wyatt Pierce.
Only takes one big break. That's all it takes.
Adam Lloyd, well, tries to make a cut there, and he gets cut down by number 32, Jake Montiel. 1 yard gain there by Lloyd. So 2nd and 9 now from the 24. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Big break, Tay. It was just gigantic break.
Darryl Little calling for the fair catch, but couldn't catch it. Badgers look to make him pay. Oh, and Tanet gets splattered by Thunderbird's defense. Number 20, Owen St. Clair. And it looks like he might share that sack with who else? Number 42, Ryan Cavallani.
Big Cavallani.
Yeah, that guy's been like savoir faire. He's been everywhere tonight for Thunderbird. 3rd and very long now for the Badgers after that sack. Well, Tanet has used his speed to escape plenty of attempted sacks by Thunderbird tonight. However, well, looks like Thunderbird finally able to catch up to him.
They came off hard off that corner.
Flags flying. There's the throw, and there's the catch by Garrison Gray. But it looks like that play is going to be erased. Again, we had flags come flying in. And
they declined whatever it was.
yeah, I couldn't.
Took the play.
Couldn't really see what that
Fourth
one
down.
was.
Yeah, they took the fourth down. I think it was illegal motion or whatever. You never know what's going to happen here again. Going to pass play the end zone.
Yep. Well, at this point in the game, 7:50 left to go. Badgers trail by.
Isolating Gunnerman on this side. If I was them, I'd double team Gunnerman, but they're not. So we'll see what that safety, if he can get over to Gunnerman or not.
People's in motion.
Yeah, People's out there too, either one of them.
Tennette, under pressure by 3 guys, throws the ball, a wounded duck, the leaping catch attempted, no dice. Now I think Josiah Peoples was looking for a pass interference call.
They all went up.
Well, didn't get it, and yeah.
It wasn't catchable. It was all went up, and that was it.
Uriah Tennette had 3 big dudes bearing down on him, but, give him credit.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Josiah Peoples' neighborhood.
We got, was it by one of us?
Now we got 2 flags coming in.
He could be ejected now for next game. You don't want that.
Oh, we don't know. Not sure who that was.
Like
I almost
42.
want to say that might be against Josiah Peoples, but I'm not 100% sure. But it looks like it was definitely some unsportsmanlike.
You don't need this.
Unsportsmanlike against Prescott. 2 unsportsmanlikes against Prescott.
No, you keep your cool.
Oh, and I think Thunderbird also got hit with unsportsmanlike as well.
Thunderbird wasn't even out there. They weren't even near the flags.
On the field. 2 unsportsmanlike conduct indicated against Prescott.
30 yards.
Against Thunderbird.
Oh, and 1 against Thunderbird?
Yep. So 2 unsportsmanlikes against Prescott, 1 against Thunderbird.
Now he's got to mark off.
And now a couple officials coming over and talking to Coach Cody Collette. And again, not sure who the unsportsmanlikes were. Actually, we don't know if the 2 unsportsmanlikes for Prescott were against the same player. Well, I'm kind of looking around and seeing if there's any Prescott player who's leaving the field. So the Titans will take over on the 40-yard line. And again, Coach, it looks like they might be, it looks like those unsportsmanlikes against Prescott were against 2 different players. Because again, I was kind of looking to see if any Prescott player was leaving the field. And now here's the run by Thunderbird. And again, it looks like it's Elijah Little. And Little taking it up to the 30-yard line. Now, again, more costly penalties for Prescott. Actually, correction, it was Owen Sinclair who was the ball carrier for Thunderbird. And that's a first down for Thunderbird.
Yep. Well, that was unfortunate. Had an opportunity, didn't capitalize on it, and then we get 2 15-yarders.
So 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line for Thunderbird.
Calm them down, Coach. Relax them.
T-Bird looking to try to put this game away here with 7 minutes and change left.
Just cause a fumble, get the ball back, move it.
By the way, you're listening to Badger Football here on the news, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, KYCA, Prescott, Arizona, USA. Time is 9:13. Thunderbird on the road next week. They will be taking on Apollo. And the Badgers will also be on the road next week. We'll be back here in Phoenix as it will be Prescott versus Northwest Christian. So the Badgers heading out on the field. And again, some of the assistant coaches, we'll see if they're able to calm down the Badgers after those two unsportsmanlikes were called against them. 1st and 10 for Thunderbird. They have the ball at the Badger 29. 7 minutes left to go here in regulation. Thunderbird up 29-14.
Shotgun full house. Interesting. There he goes.
Little, the ball carrier. He
Look at
runs
that.
into his own guy, but still on his feet. Now a stiff arm, and Little finally taken down at the
I think
15.
they had a face mask.
I was wondering about
Yep,
that.
face mask.
Well, that run is coming back.
Oh, that's waving it off. Okay.
No. So forget about that. The run will stand. And a big run it was for Elijah Little. And there are a couple Badger fans not happy with the waving off of that flag.
I thought Little had one of our guys' face masks. Tried to stiff arm him, but I thought he got the face mask.
That's what Coach, you and me were on the same wavelength there.
Yep.
Cohill hands off to Little. Oh, Little shrugs off another tackle. Little still on his feet, and now another flag comes flying in as
I
Little
think
gets taken down around the ankles.
It's going to be an illegal block on them. I went in that backfield, and I saw one of our guys down and an orange man around him. There it is, yep.
Illegal block against Thunderbird. So that'll push T-Bird back. They're going to place the ball, looks like at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, first and about 15.
So Thunderbird pays for that hold. Clock still running, 5:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cohill checking out the play, and he's going to stand in the gun. Little will be behind him. Cohill keeps the ball, throws to the far side. Darryl Little with the catch, and Little into the end zone for the touchdown. The freshman Darryl Little with a 22-yard touchdown catch from Andrew Cohill, and Cohill, his first touchdown throw of the night. And once again, Little with the touchdown. Well, a Little with the touchdown. This time it's Darryl Little. His cousin Elijah with 4 TDs tonight. Extra point attempt coming. Here's the snap.
Hey, I don't know if that
And
was
we get it
offensive.
flagged. Oh, man.
Offsides. Just let it go.
Can
Let
we
it
go more than
Let it
one?
go.
Can we go more than 1 or 2 plays without a flag getting thrown, for crying out loud?
Offsides.
So Thunderbird will have to kick this again as we get, I don't know, what is it now, our 50th flag of the game?
Pretty close, Sean.
Well, do-over here for T-Bird on the extra point. Shireman backing up. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. 5:26 remaining in regulation. Our score, Thunderbird 36, Prescott 14. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, friends. This is Travis Stead. When it comes to protecting your gutters from those pesky pine needles that never seem to land anywhere but inside your gutters, making a mess, make the wise choice, Arizona Seamless Gutters. We have the fix that will last a lifetime. Needle Guard. Never let a loved one get on a ladder and clean your gutters again. Let our family take care of that. Arizona Seamless Gutters. Locally owned and operated since 1981. Call us today, 928-778-1818 for a free estimate. Arizona Seamless Gutters. When it pours, we rain.
And we are back here at Thunderbird High School. John Rust along with Lou Benetone, broadcasting from the stands here, the visiting stands. And as I look out here amongst the crowd, I see some guy sitting just below me wearing a New York Rangers ball cap. Yeah. How dare someone wear a New York Rangers ball cap in my presence?
In Arizona.
I don't care where we are. I just don't want to. I'm a Flyers and Devils fan. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
36-14 is our score. Thunderbird on top. They kick the ball away, and Shireman again will put that one in the end zone.
We had a couple opportunities, keep that game close. Big penalty, Pulintonet's run back. Then they had a drop punt. We had another opportunity, and unfortunately got a sack and couldn't put it in. But the kids are playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the score doesn't really show how close it could be.
Well, I mean, at one point, the Badgers trailed by just 8 points.
Right.
And the first quarter, they were tied 7-7. But then Elijah Little decided to put on a show here tonight. 4 touchdowns on the ground for Little. He's got about 142 rushing yards.
And we had a great third quarter. We ate up, 8 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. But they came back. They scored before it was over again in the quarter. I mean, it was just amazing.
So the Badgers starting from their own 20-yard line. 5:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. To Ned with the handoff. I believe that's Lloyd. Lloyd finds a big gap and takes it up to about the 40 line. Actually, correction, that is number 10 for Prescott, Jacob Chamberlain. A great run there by Chamberlain. And now the Badgers have the ball at their own 35-yard line. There's another give, and it looks like it's Chamberlain again. And Chamberlain busts through on the left side and takes that ball up to the 45-yard line. Another first down for the Badgers.
It's 20 yards on 2 plays.
5 minutes exactly to go in the fourth quarter. And the Badgers are not going to go quietly into this hot Phoenix night as
Thunderbird's got some young boys in there, getting some kids playing time, but still, our boys are still pounding it too.
Looks like it's going to be too many players on the field. Illegal substitution.
They're trying to get kids in is what they're trying to do. Get some experience with these young kids.
1st and 5 now for Prescott. Chamberlain again with the ball, puts his head down, and Chamberlain gets another first down. Now Jacob Chamberlain with the hot hand for Prescott. Chamberlain in his junior season going 5'11" and a $180. Badgers back at it. It's Chamberlain again. Chamberlain trying to go up the middle, and he's driven into the ground by the Thunderbird defense. Number 32, Jacob Montiel with the tackle. Gain of about 2 or 3 on that one.
They're still going after it, which is good. That's the pride. Keep it moving. Just keep that spirit. Keep grinding away.
Chamberlain again. Actually, no, correction. This time it's Trace Overton.
Good. Trace has been mostly on defense tonight.
Taking it up to the 35-yard line. This is going to bring up 3rd and about 6 to go for Prescott. 3:51 remaining in regulation. Give again to Overton. Overton finds a gap, then gets wrestled to the ground by Montiel.
Picked up a couple more. It's all right.
And Overton about a yard shy of the first down. give again. Oh, man, and we get a flag on the play as it looks like it was Jacob Chamberlain.
I think it was illegal substitution. They're trying to get kids in, and they're moving in. 4 guys get off the field, I think. We'll find out. Just take the result of the play. First down.
Yep. And it looks like it is a legal substitution against Thunderbird.
Getting kids in and out. They're not getting off the field fast enough.
So that should give Prescott an automatic first down there.
Yeah, just result of the play. We're good. Up. Move the chains. Move the chains, man. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
there they go. Okay.
It took a while for the chain gang.
It did, yeah.
I think we were kind of going there like, yeah, there should be a first down. Why the chain gang just standing there?
They moved some of their starters back in.
And the chain gang still hasn't set up. And here comes the play, and
that's the official's fault.
Well,
shouldn't
Chamberlain
have blown that whistle till they were starting. They got their first string defense back in. They don't want them scoring.
So it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 12 now.
Oh, they weren't even
Prescott
set defense. What happened?
I have no. I think Thunderbird called a timeout.
Yeah. They were subbing so much they couldn't get everybody in.
Well, now
Prescott called it.
The PA announcer made a mistake.
Oh, okay.
It was yeah.
Okay.
In fact, one of the officials came out there and made sure it's like, no, we're pointing this way.
Yeah,
Thunderbird called a timeout.
Yeah, they're really subbing.
Man, oh man.
They had their second string in, subbing a lot of those. They got a penalty there. Then they tried to get their first string back in, and miscommunication there too.
Hey, Coach, I got a song dedication for just this fourth quarter. Land of Confusion by Genesis.
We'll get it on.
Yeah. Actually, I got that song go through my head right now. Love that song. And I love the video, too, by the Spitting Image Puppet Company. Oh, man, that was great.
I can't imagine the videos of music going through your head all the time, John.
Some of them, Coach, you don't want to imagine.
All right, Badgers, let's go.
So hopefully all the confusion has been taken care of and we can get back to action here. 2nd and 12 from the 15 for Prescott. 2:34 remaining in quarter number 4. Badgers trail 36-14. Chamberlain with the ball. Chamberlain breaks through the middle, and then Chamberlain splattered by the Thunderbird defense, but it looks like Chamberlain picked up some pretty good yardage.
Yeah, picked up about 4 yards.
Yeah, more like 6 yards since they started 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that's true.
So 3rd and probably about 7 now for Prescott. Chamberlain breaks off one tackle and then gets absolutely thrown into the turf by Lex Galaviz. So loss of about 3 or 4 yards there. That's going to bring up 4th down. And, yeah, at this point, got to go for it. Got nothing else to lose.
Still a great game for the Badgers to have this kind of competition. The young lineup front's learning a lot. Team's learning a lot.
Uriah Tanette rolling to the far side, rolling. Did I see another flag come in?
I saw the hold. It was a hold. It was a hold on that line before he even got around the corner. And pretty obvious. Too bad.
I'm going to be seeing yellow in my dreams tonight.
Yep.
You know, last night I saw a review of a movie called Beast of the Yellow Night. Now we have a yellow night right here with all the penalties we're getting.
You're coming up with a lot of good ones tonight, John. What they do now? What?
I think we have a timeout.
Oh, they're taking over. They declined the penalty. It was 4th down. So they get the ball.
So 1:32 left to go in regulation, and it looks like
Thunderbird takes over.
Yeah. After what has turned out to be a lengthy fourth quarter.
Yeah, third quarter rolled right along. I mean, we were moving the ball really well, eating it up. Then this fourth quarter has been a nightmare in length.
Well, I think we're going to wind up hitting that road closure on I-17 near Joe Max on our way back.
I didn't even look at the time, John. But you're right, 10 o'clock. They usually start closing it earlier.
So Thunderbird. And now they got to wait for a guy to get back to his position there. This has just been a strange fourth quarter, Coach.
It has. It really has. I mean, we were in that ball game, and we were making some good moves and had some opportunities.
What now?
Start the clock.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, I don't think they should have, because it was a penalty that gave them the first down. They're gonna let it go. They're gonna let it go way down. Take a knee a couple times.
Yeah, basically both sides are just kind of standing there.
Yeah, they're just gonna take a knee. They aren't gonna take a chance getting anybody hurt. They're just gonna take knees, and they got 4 plays to take a knee. So
and now
there's
we're
one of them.
Coming down to the final minute, and the Badgers will go to 1-1 on the season. Meanwhile, Thunderbird improves to 2-0. But I'll tell you, I think Thunderbird got a pretty good challenge here tonight from Prescott.
They did. Prescott came down, they played hard, and Thunderbird did not have this game until a few things happened, and they scored a couple more times on us.
And there's another knee by Thunderbird, and
that's it.
That's going to do it. 20 seconds left to go here, but as they say, all over by but the shouting. Final score tonight from Phoenix will be Thunderbird 36 and Prescott 14. Again, Thunderbird, one of the favorites to pick up a state championship in the 4A conference. So we'll take a 30-second break here, and we will be back to wrap things up here at Thunderbird High School.
Guys, be careful going home. Gonna hit a traffic.
Gina with the City of Prescott. It's time for this year's bulk item collection event, and we'll be coming through your neighborhood to collect those items that are too big for your regular trash bins beginning August 19th through October 4th. Remember to bag, box, bundle, and tie your items. Place them neatly at the curb by 6 a.m. of your designated Monday. To find out your week for this special event, go to PrescottRecycles.com. Bulk item collection is exclusive to residential trash customers. Commercial businesses and communities on dumpsters are not eligible.
And we are back here to wrap things up. Final score tonight, Thunderbird 36, Prescott 14. And Coach Prescott certainly gave a good showing here against Thunderbird, but it was the Elijah Little show, that's for sure. 4 rushing touchdowns for Little. And boy, oh boy, what a difference maker that was.
Well, it was that third quarter and stuff. We kept ourselves right in the game. And fourth quarter, we had opportunities, but things happened. They scored a couple on us. We couldn't capitalize on a couple big things, but they came here to play. It could have gone either way. It could have been a tighter game, too.
All right, well, we will be back in the Phoenix area next Friday night. We're going to be over at Northwest Christian. Again, 6:45 for the pregame, 7 o'clock for kickoff. And for my partner, Coach Lou Benetton, for Scott Harker back at the KYCA studios, for Andrew Zenzaletta, Jason Zenzaletta, I am John Rust saying have yourselves a good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.